Sorry to hop on a little late there. Happy Wednesday to you, but Skraby was taking shots at the drug addiction of Richard Pryor, and Tony and I were having none of it.
Whoa!
None of it. One of the funniest people in the history of the earth, Richard Pryor.
I was not taking shots at his
Tony,
drug addiction.
help me out here.
Kind of felt like you were, my
Kind of
friend.
felt like you were ripping on Richard Pryor.
All
They're
I
pretty
said
good.
was, okay, let's celebrate a guy who was addicted to drugs his entire life.
And that's exactly what Tony and I are going to do. We're going to celebrate Richard Pryor.
I don't even know how this came up.
I don't
Well, you
either.
kind of ear hustled your way into Chris and I's conversation. We were just talking.
We were
about
having a nice
albums that when I
funny
was-
comedy albums
Right,
back in the
right.
day. Richard Pryor
and
had
then
some.
somehow you had your
You
little
had to
snarky
muscle
comment.
in about, Richard Pryor, wasn't
Right.
he just a drug addict?
Yeah,
I think that is how it went down.
I don't know, but
Pretty
it,
much.
it struck a nerve, and so now
Well,
we
yeah, I'm
had
going
to put you on blast.
I'm going to defend Richard Pryor, and I know Tony is.
Yeah,
One
no
of the
doubt.
funniest people ever.
Tony says, we're going to put you on blast.
All right, we are going to get rolling here. 2:02 is the time. Welcome in, Gwynn and Chris. We got 4 hours for you here today with a whole bunch of stuff going on in sports. We're in the middle of the week. Of course, the AFC, NFC championship games are coming up this weekend, and we'll start touching on that a little bit. Big night for the San Diego State basketball team. Tough assignment. They'll be at Grand Canyon tonight, which is a place that they have found tough to play in the past. And they'll be doing it without Magoon Gwath. Magoon will be sitting it out. He's got a hip injury, apparently, according to Mark Ziegler's article. So, that would normally concern me, except for the fact that they played the last 9.5 minutes without him the other night against New Mexico. And as good as you'd certainly rather have him, Tony, but they've been without him so much this year that I think that they can still get the job done, and I don't think they'll use that as an excuse tonight.
No, they certainly won't use it as an excuse. I mean, Grand Canyon is 4-1, I guess, in their whole entire matchups against one another. They're 2-0 at GCU.
Yeah, down there we have really
we've
played.
struggled.
We've struggled,
and
down
it's
there.
a tough place to play. But that being said, the body of work in the last 7, really the last 11, I think kind of indicates that this team is starting to play the type of basketball that we expect.
We're starting to
it's
see
it's not perfect yet.
Not yet,
but you can see it coming.
Yeah, Bird looks a lot like Bird. Reese Waters looks a lot like himself now.
BJ Davis has emerged as kind of the, I don't know, I'd say the go-to scorer when they need a bucket. That's who they seem to go to.
That's who I would go to. But anyway, it'll be a good one tonight. I did see last night Utah State lost at home as like a 16-point favorite against UNLV. So that gives the Aztecs a little breathing room. I hope they don't, use that breathing room up. But right now the Aztecs are 7-0. Everyone else in the conference has at least 2 losses now. So they've got a little room, although Grand Canyon is one of the teams with 2 losons. So it'll be
they got a chance to kind of put some space with a win here and start to, as you said,
if they win tonight,
put the foot down on the gas here in this conference.
And they have to win as much as they can. I in the past with the Aztecs, when you've gotten to this point in the season, you've kind of felt, all right, as long as they stay up near the top, they can drop a game here and there and then just do well in the conference tournament. They don't even need to win it, just kind of be there, and they'll be in the NCAA tournament. That is not how it's going right now. I looked at Joe Lunardi's bracket projections yesterday, Tony, and I used to make fun of Joe Lunardi and say, who is this guy? But you know what? He's right every time.
You can't make fun of him.
You can't make fun of him. And he has the Aztecs as an 11 seed right now as the conference champion, which means they're barely getting in right now. And that's because they would get an automatic berth as the conference champion. If they are not the conference champion, they're not getting in the tournament as Joe Lunardi sees it right now.
Are they the only Mountain West?
No, Utah State and New Mexico were both ahead of them in terms of seeding, although Utah State took a hit last night. New Mexico's a 10, even though the Aztecs beat them. And here's what's going on for the Aztecs that is just killing them. We know that they lost to Troy, so that's going to be a major albatross around their neck. But their one good win was Oregon. Oregon is now 1-7 in the Big Ten.
Yeah,
they lost the Aztecs to Baylor. Baylor is 1-5 in the Big 12. So the teams that they played are all getting crushed now, which is even dropping the Aztecs further.
Not only that, they don't have
a marquee win. Yeah.
And that was the separator of the last 3-4 years.
They've had
multiple marquee wins. They don't have one. And so they're going to have to be extremely impressive during the conference.
Yeah.
And that includes, facing Utah State. And who was the other one you mentioned that was in there?
Well, New Mexico. They beat them, but they still have. I don't know if they go to the. I think they do still go to the pit. I know the women's team does not go to the pit this year, but actually in the men they do because they play everybody twice. It's a full round robin. My point and your point is the Aztecs have to win a lot of conference games if they want to impress the NCAA
if they want to
committee
get out
enough
of a position where they don't
have to win the tournament.
Just win the tournament, right?
And I would think that they're going to need to go this sounds absurd, but they may have to go 19-1 or 18-2 in order to put themselves in a position where maybe they can still get into the tournament.
Unless, of course, Baylor and
Oregon get hotter than hell.
Get hot.
Yeah, but right now, those teams are every time they lose, that makes it worse for the Aztecs. So. This is a big game. Even though they got a 2-game lead in the standings, they need to keep winning and keep impressing. And I agree with you, Tony. From what we're watching, this looks a little bit more like a tournament team now.
Yeah, they're starting to play better.
But the loss to Troy and all that stuff doesn't go away in the minds of the committee. The committee doesn't watch them play like we do and go, hey, they look good now. The committee goes, yeah, but they lost to Troy.
Yeah.
And so,
that's going to loom large.
Yeah, those are big games tonight. And, no pressure on the men's team, but there's only 7 schools in the nation right now, Tony, where the men and women's team are both undefeated in conference play. The Aztecs are one of those 7. And so it's up to the men to hold up their end of the bargain tonight because the women will not be playing. So that game, it's an 8:00 game. Again, you love television. I personally don't care. I DVR it no matter when they play the game. But that's a late game. That's a long day to wait around Phoenix all day long, all night, and go out there and play at 8:00 tonight. But that's what the schedule says they must do. So we'll talk about that. There's 2 things I want to do.
I don't like the look he just gave me right before he.
Yeah, well, it was a confused look in my own mind. I either want to go to something that makes me feel much better about things, or something that happened on Saturday that doesn't make me feel good about things. What do you want?
Let's
you
go
guys
bad.
choose.
Let's go bad.
We'll go dealer's choice here.
I thought he was going to bring up.
Dealer's choice is you then.
No, well, you guys are the dealers. You decide. What do you want?
I say let's see.
Say bad.
I say let's see which made you feel.
He said Saturday, so this has nothing to do with his whole tirade before the show about the downstairs place not having the same employees.
That wasn't a tirade. That was a concern that my favorite little sandwich shop downstairs has got all new employees, and good for them, but bad for me because I knew all the employees that were there before.
You were like Norm when you walked in.
A little bit, yeah. No, today they had no idea who I was.
Negative story, I guess.
But no, here's what happened Saturday. You guys, I think, will laugh, but I don't like when people in the world get what they perceive to be a little bit of power because they normally misuse it.
Okay.
Here's how. I walked into the airport Saturday. I was watching the Broncos-Bills game on my phone. By the way, it was only streamed on Paramount Plus, which means I had to sign up for Paramount Plus, pay the $8, and I haven't yet canceled. So I could be in trouble with that.
Oh, they just mainlined your bank account.
Right. They're just sucking money out of the account right now. So I paid so I could watch the game on my phone. And this is what the NFL knows I'm going to do, and this is why they keep doing it. But I got to the airport, and I looked down the hall at the end of the hallway in the terminal, and there was a big TV with the game on. and I could kind of see it down there. So I'm like, oh, good. I can watch maybe the last half of the fourth quarter and into overtime, as it turned out, before I got on the flight. So I put my phone away and I walked down there. Well, the big screen TV was in one of those restaurants at the airport, but it's an open restaurant, right? There's the hallway of the terminal, and then you take one more step and you're now in the confines of the restaurant. I stepped in, leaned against the wall, watched one play of the game. Some lady came up, some waitress came up and said, "Can I get you a table?" And I said, "No, I'm good. I'm just kind of watching the game." There was no one in there, Tony, maybe two people. She goes, "Well, you can't stand in here and watch the game." And I'm like,
"You're on their pillar."
I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
This is private property, sir.
She goes, "You're going to have to go outside." I mean, you mean if I stand right here, I can't watch the game. But if I take one step back into the terminal walkway,
yeah, man,
I'm good there.
Absolutely.
I applaud this human being.
Yeah, I figured you would. I figured you would. But if that happened to you, you would be bloody murder screaming about this.
You know what I would do? I'd be like, okay, I can stay right here.
You would have just sat down, huh?
And I would have stood there. I would have missed my flight standing there. I get what you're saying,
give myself
Chris.
a little credit for containing my anger.
So did you just take the step to the side?
Of course.
Can I ask a
Yes, I
question?
took one step back and watched the game from there.
How busy was the place?
No, nobody was in there.
No one was in there.
Two people, maybe.
Okay, well, that's ridiculous.
It was absurd.
That
It
is
was the
ridiculous.
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
But people might walk by and be like, oh, I don't know. That place is filling up. I don't want to stop here. I'm going to keep moving because that guy's watching the game over there.
I don't think so. I think the lady just decided that she
was
had a little bit
like,
of power.
She was like, I need to get somebody in here. And she got excited. And then when you was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm just watching the game," she was like,
"Well, you can't watch
it here.
But I can watch it right there."
Yes, absolutely. She just didn't want you to be able to lean. She wanted you to have to stand, own it.
Come on, people.
Stand straight up.
Someone said, why don't you just buy a Diet Coke or something, and then you could lean there and stand and drink your Diet Coke.
I think I already had a Diet Coke. I was walking through the terminal with one, so I didn't need to buy another one. All right. Anyway, that was my story Saturday. I'll give you this thing that makes me feel better later, but we're underway. Gwynn and Chris, it's going to be a wild, crazy day, I can tell. Stick with us till 6 on San Diego's #1 sports talk station, 97.3 The Fan.
Few things go.
week here on Gwynn and Chris, Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Sello, Matthew Skraby, 219 on the dial, and all guests on 97.3 The Fan. Join us on the David P. Shapiro Fan Hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. Mets continue to rebuild their roster.
That.
Yep, they trade for Robert Jr. and
Luis Robert. Yes, for those who don't, because you don't think of his last name as being Robert. I don't anyway.
It's not Robert, like I said the first time I saw
Right.
it.
You
No,
said
it's not
Robert.
Robert.
Yeah, Luis Robert.
No, Luis Robert Jr., center fielder for the White Sox. If you're not aware,
And he hasn't been very good. This is a reach in my mind, but we'll see.
he may indeed be a reach. We will find out. But nonetheless, they get the center fielder, a guy who can play a really good center field. And so there's that move. They continue to try to improve their roster. Big picture. Apparently, according to Evan Drellich,
Should we throw in the
Drellich,
Bellinger
excuse
thing
me.
before we get to Drellich?
Oh,
Just-
that's right. Cody Bellinger finally took the deal that apparently had been on the table for quite some time from the Yankees. What was it, 5 years, 165?
Yeah,
Correct?
It's way too much. It's just an absurd amount of money for a guy that isn't that good anymore.
Really? Think it's too much, huh?
Yes, I do. Cody Bellinger's OPS away last year was 715. That OPS, that's like Felix Fermin territory, Freddie Fermin territory. I said Felix.
What was his OPS overall?
909 at home.
Well,
Overall was 813.
But I mean,
and that's not his best. Certainly not his best year OPS wise.
He did hit 29 home runs.
Yeah.
so what?
Played a good defense.
I just
So what?
really, would you want him here for that kind of money?
No. He's also hitting lefty in a stadium that has an extremely short lefty porch.
Yes,
so
I hope he
it's
could hit a
inflated
home run in
little
Yankee
bit.
Stadium. I mean, I think I might be able to reach the porch out there on a very good day.
Listen to you guys over here.
I could also hit a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Okay.
That's right.
Okay, you guys done?
I can't right now, but I'll get some instruction from Woodsy, and then I'll be able to do it.
Dragging Woodsy into this.
Poor
thing.
Woodsy's never going to live down the fact that
Man.
COVID stopped his.
He said he could hit a hundo.
He did,
Come
and
on.
then COVID
We're never
came
gonna
along.
forget
I
that.
think
We're never going to forget that.
I think Woodsy wised up. I think that's ultimately why we're not. We didn't go for it with it when it was all said and done. Anyway,
Good for
Major
the
League
Yankees.
Baseball. Major
Yeah.
League Baseball. According to Evan Drellich, this last piece of what's a good word for what the Dodgers are doing?
Gluttony.
Gluttony. That was the
That's
word
right.
that
That's what Buster
Buster
used
said.
yesterday.
Yeah, that's a
This
good word.
last bit of gluttony has really pissed off the owners.
I'm
They
angry!
have had enough, according to Evan Drellich.
The
And
other
they-
29 owners got on one conference call and they're of one mind. I find that hard to believe.
He didn't say that. He
Yeah.
just said that this is going to almost pretty much cement the fact that the owners are going to ask for a salary cap.
Yeah.
In a pretty, another good Evan Drellich article kind of laid out that they only need 8 owners of the 30 to effectively hold up any labor deal. So
Yeah.
they got to get a large majority to agree to whatever they're going to do. We don't know what they're going to do. Rob Manfred has tried to walk I would say, a tightrope of not committing to wanting to do it, but certainly not turning down the fact that they may well indeed. We've heard from Tony Clark on the players' side. They don't seem interested.
Tony Clark, the guy who is just so open and willing to give in and, try to see it from the other point of view.
No,
Tony Clark?
I don't think that's what the players are.
That isn't
are
the Tony Clark.
paying them to do. Just like the commissioner is not being paid by the owners
I know.
to do the same thing.
I know. They're just this is a mess. It's going to be a mess. Here's the thing I like. Now that Evan Drellich has reported this, we should spread the word out there to all baseball fans in all, baseball cities throughout the country, so that they all understand that the reason the owners are digging in now is because of the Dodgers. So when there is a lockout, when there is no baseball, when there is nothing for 6 months or a year, put the blame where it belongs. The Dodgers get the blame for all of it.
You know, I co-signed that.
I knew you would. Yeah, I knew you'd get in on that.
Before we get to any
I
of
would
that,
co-sign that.
I would.
before we get to any of that, it's important to mention in this article,
Yeah,
the thing that may be the biggest obstacle is the mere fact that the owners amongst themselves are going to probably have a disagreement, because if you have a salary cap, you then have to have a salary floor.
Yes, the floor is very important.
There are a ton of teams that are making money just on the operational basis that it is right now.
Because they don't have to get to a floor.
They don't have to get to a floor.
Yeah.
And so that is
Yeah.
going to be a contentious thing, because it's going to be probably more owners than not that make money with their organizations in this very same way.
I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, because I want a salary cap to help with this whole Dodgers disparity. Dodgers Phillies, I'll say Phillies disparity.
No,
but at the same time,
leave the Phillies out of it.
Okay, Dodgers.
Stop.
Dodgers
There you go.
disparity.
Okay.
But at the same time, I don't want the owners to make out on this and like make money off of this. I want
can I ask you a
Yes.
very honest question?
Yes.
Which one is more important to you? The owners making out, stopping them, or having the cap so you can have your fairness the way that you see fit?
Ah, man, it's the cap. It's the cap.
Exactly.
Because
want
they're
the
already
cap.
making money, but I don't want them to benefit.
Sometimes you can't have your cake and eat it too. Here's the thing. I think that is, as I've been saying this since last year, that in order for that cap to happen, we're gonna miss some games. It's just I can't see another way.
I can't either.
Unless what Buster was alluding to yesterday, because I won't say that he said that he heard that
Tony and I went
files,
back and listened to this.
Yeah, the rank and file supposedly.
See, I brought that up hoping that he would say, yes, the rank and file might be able to convince the tip-top players to take a salary cap.
And when we went back and listened to it, he didn't actually get there.
Yeah.
He said his thought was that maybe
yeah.
there was a shot, but
you're the one that's
me.
but it makes sense to you. But what Tony says is right. The rank and file can talk all they want, but none of them are coming out and being willing to say, "Hey, yes, I want a salary cap." I have not heard that from any player anywhere,
if
and
indeed,
I don't think you ever will.
If indeed that's true. If indeed that is true.
If they feel that way. Nobody's saying that.
Right.
The only thing that players are saying.
So there's people saying it behind.
Yes, maybe behind closed doors. The only thing they're saying on the record is, we will never accept a salary cap. That's the only thing you've heard. So let's just say you were one of the players.
Yeah.
Skraby, I'm putting you in the big leagues.
Thank you.
And you really feel
Appreciate
strongly that, you know what, we should just go with the salary cap and be done with it. Would you be willing on your own to come out and say,
well,
I mean, it's almost like it was announcing 35 years ago that you were gay.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have everyone in baseball looking at you like, wait a second. And now, would you even feel part of the group? Would you be chastised? Would you be left out?
Yeah, I don't know
if you were the one that said something.
I don't know if it reached that quite.
No,
that
but
level.
you know what I mean.
But yeah,
that was pretty extreme.
It's a little extreme, but I'm trying to paint that picture.
You would be on an island, and man, if you saw something like that and you started to see it in like a wave, that would probably lead to some internal kind of conflict at that point. But we haven't. The point is, we haven't seen none of that, and so I'm not sure how true that is, and if it indeed is how I think it is, which is that they'll never accept that. And the owners are indeed
going to be able to
adamant that they're going to be able to get it amongst themselves first.
Right. See, that's the biggest problem that I see is I don't see any crack in the players except maybe behind closed doors that we never hear about. But I do see so much crack in the owners. They can't get on the same page. So how can they actually attain something when they can't all agree on what it is they want to attain?
These are in a lot of cases like billionaires.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever can remember any gentleman or lady like that likes to be told how to run their business.
Especially when they have that much money already.
So,
I have a question for Tony about Players Union on the other side, real quick.
let's do it. Let's get the break. More Gwynn and Chris.
Stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low. tandem student right there.
I tried. I wrecked your good job, buddy.
Fun, huh?
You need help with anything? Okay, I'm nervous.
Stand up, stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low.
Rocking. We know how. One thing we don't know how to do is let you in on our conversation during the breaks. And I don't know if we want to share that last one.
No.
Skraby, you don't want to? Sure?
I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Remember to listen around 5:30 today. We'll announce today's biggest fan for a chance to qualify. Get a night in the Odyssey Suite at a future Padres game with all of the fan staff. It'll be catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. Make sure to register your name, if you haven't already, 973thefanst.com/biggest fan, in order to potentially have your name called.
one day.
When the cameras can roll during the break.
One day there's gonna be a time we figure out a way to enlighten it.
And the best part about the conversations, I think, is they just come out of nowhere.
Complete left field.
Like it's silent. One
I
of
don't
us
know,
says
that one
something
was
and
a-
then boom.
I don't know. That was a bit of a carryover from the last segment. So if you're wondering what we might have been talking about, go back to the end of the last segment. But we move forward.
Chris is.
I'm moving forward.
Okay. All right.
I'm moving forward. We got AFC, NFC championship games. Something we like to do. I like to do around this time of year is give you some fun stats and stories. Get you ready for the championship games this weekend. We'll do that in a moment. But first, Skraby, you had a question for TGJ.
Yes, I'm a rank and file player in Major League Baseball, as you made me last segment. So my question is this: if I am an actual rank and file player who's making $1 million a year as a bench player, like how do I want the salary cap, because this may help me and it may help build a better team. Can I vote? Is there a vote among the players? Like, do they because each player or each team has a representative? Jake Cronenworth, I believe, is the Padres representative. Does he then go and send a Survey Monkey link to everybody?
I don't know if it's a survey.
And says, do you want a salary cap, yes or no? And if 51% says yes, he has to say yes.
I think it's worked something like that once you get to that point. But
So Jake does have to
if that were the
represent.
case, you'd go talk to your representative first, because
I would think.
I'm sure you're not sure if the rest of your teammates are feeling like that. So you probably
Represent a safe space.
you go to your representative, you have that conversation.
He tells you you better keep that quiet, because otherwise it's going to break up the entire team.
No, I think what would happen is they can give you the information and the numbers, and you can kind of decide for yourself if you still think that's real. And if that's the case, then you let your representative know that that's kind of where you're at. And if he's getting that from, let's say, a large swath of guys, eventually he's got to run that.
I would think that you would
that
have.
then
I would
goes-
think you'd have to try to recruit some people to go into him along with you, because just one
There were-
voice is going to get him to think about it.
Right.
But where's he going to go with
And
one
listen,
voice?
I'm sure that there are dudes out there that may feel like that. But there also is the fact that you are a part of this union, and you aren't just thinking about yourself. And if other guys, rank and files, feel differently than you can kind of see where it gets a little bit more complicated.
Let's move it on. And you're into an actual strike. Not that that's going to happen, but let's say you're into a strike and you're in the rank and file and you kind of need the money. You're going to cross the picket line.
We've seen that.
So we've seen it, but I'm just saying that can get you ostracized for a long time, if not ever.
Here's what I'll say is that a long time ago, 1994, way back in the 1900s, right?
Yeah, when I still had a full head
The
of
late
hair.
1900s.
I think it was.
I think it was your Chicago Bulls owner at the
Reinsdorf.
time, Reinsdorf, may mention that had they been able to shut down for the whole season. They would have broke the union, and they would have been able to kind of do what they wanted. Union heard that, and let's just say they've been preparing for that ever since. So in what you're asking,
so the union's been putting money away, is what
for
you're
sure.
saying. Yeah,
For
in case
sure.
this ever happens
So
again.
so the point to your question, rank and file, you need that money. They feel pretty confident they're going to be able to take care of everybody as long as that is going to be the landmark idea. Shut it down for a year.
You wish that neither side was as prepared as they actually are to stop baseball. That's what we wish. The problem is they're both prepared to do it, which is exactly why they probably are going to end up doing it.
I think the lockout is one thing. I mean, I don't think owners are prepared to miss games. I don't think, and I think to Buster's point, neither are the players. Seem like they don't want to miss any games. So usually when you have those two type of things pulling in the same direction, you start to find some compromises, even when it gets thick, as it did the last time they did this. It started out looking pretty dicey. No one was really, a lot of arguing, a lot of finger pointing. And then all of a sudden, as you get closer to missing some games, people start to feel a little different on both sides. You get some compromise. So, I mean, listen, it can feel dark right now because of the setting and how things are going right now. But
I also think
the reason why you have these negotiations is because that's kind of where you start to make some progress, even if it takes a little bit of time.
I think one of the people we should try to search out at spring training to ask him some of this stuff is Jake.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he could fill us in from that perspective as to, how it all will or won't work.
I think you have to have a player representative.
Those are good questions
too.
for Jake.
Yeah, for sure. And I think you have to have a player representative too that has lived both sides, because if you're the Bryce Harpers of the world, you've never seen the struggle of the bottom.
That's the thing, is most of your representatives aren't going to be necessarily your superstars.
Yeah, they need to be able to represent.
And, I mean, it doesn't mean that can't be. I mean, Tom Glavine was a pretty big dog MLB pitcher. He was a representative during that 94. I remember my dad being on calls when they actually went on strike, right? And you're getting these phone calls that went from August, which is only like the beginning of the second half, to through the Mr. World Series into the next season a little bit, or into spring training. So
there's a question on the chat, and then we could go to football. Nate is asking, do they still charge you for your season tickets during a strike? It's a good question. I have no idea.
I don't think they.
You're not getting the product, so why would they charge you for the tickets?
I don't think they do, but I don't remember.
I bet you in the NFL, if there was a lockout, they would tell the season ticket holders, "You want to hold your spot? Keep paying us."
That's exactly what they
would do. People would do it.
I was just about to say, and it would be done without hesitation.
That is ridiculous. I hate humanity sometimes.
All right.
I don't like where this is going, but we should say it again. We have one full baseball season in front of us, and we should focus on that.
Well, we will. All right, we got a couple of AFC and NFC championship games in front of us as well, guys. So let's focus on those a little bit. First up, the AFC championship game, Saturday, New England at Denver. If Denver wins, then these will be the two most common Super Bowl participants in the history of the league. New England's already been 11 times. Denver's been 8, tied right now with Dallas, Pittsburgh, and San Francisco for the most. So Denver's looking for its 9th appearance. New England does have the best winning percentage of all time in playoff football, 639. And
shout out to Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's why, right? They are 11-5 in the AFC Championship game. They've been to a lot of AFC championships. Denver is 8-2 in the AFC Championship game. So they've been there 10 times. They've won 8.
Wait, they've been to the Super Bowl 8 times?
Yes, Denver's been 8 times, and they've lost the AFC Championship 2 other times.
Who did they lose to?
Yeah, the 49ers.
Denver's lost 5 Super Bowls.
No. In the AFC Championship game, you said they're 8-2.
Good, Tony, that I didn't look that up. I looked everything up but that.
It's got to be Brady of some sort.
It's not Brady. Because when New England's played Denver, and I'll get to that in a minute, Denver's always won in the playoffs.
Maybe Peyton.
I have to look to see who they lost one in Buffalo in the early 90s, and that was like 10-7, I think. It was a cold, bitter day. The other one, I'm not thinking of right now, but I'll get it. Anyway, this is a 1 versus 2 seed in the championship game. That's happened 44 times previously. The number 1 seed has won 30, and the number 2 seed has won 14. The number 1 seed has won 5 in a row. The last time the 2 seed won was in 2018, when, of all teams, of course, New England won at Kansas City. Denver's got the all-time series 27-23, but there's a fun couple of notes about the Broncos-Patriots series that you may not hear much about. But on September 9th, 1960, it was the Denver Broncos and the then Boston Patriots who played in the very first ever AFL game. It was on like a Thursday night. It was the first game the league ever had. It was played at a place called Nickerson Field. If you're from Boston, maybe you know where that is, but it's in the city limits of Boston. Had once been home to the Boston Braves in baseball. That same field, the next year, 1961, the Boston Patriots were hosting the then Dallas Texans, who would become the Chiefs. Skraby's going to put this video up because I think it's hilarious. It's very short. If you're watching on YouTube, you can watch it with us. It's also obviously very grainy. But this is what, at the very end of a Boston-Dallas game, you will see the fans were ringing the entire field. They were standing on the field, but, outside. You will see a fan come onto the field in the end zone, play linebacker for one play in a khaki jacket, and knock away the potential game-tying pass. Roll it, Skrabe.
Boston fans reveled in their team's newfound success, sometimes to a fault.
Now the Dallas Texans, after a conference with the officials, will have one more play, and watch to the right of your screen as a fan comes on the field.
He runs out in front of the official.
Davidson goes back to pass.
Oh my goodness!
Did he knock the ball away?
He did.
He did.
How did that play get that far?
It made it. And that was the final play of the game. Boston wins 28-21. That was the beginnings of the AFL, my friends.
Wow.
What had happened, too, is the previous play, too many fans were on the field, so they let Dallas run it again because the fans got in the way. So when they cleared the field, this one guy, as you see, sneaks out there. He's all hunched over like he's a linebacker. He's wearing some khaki jacket.
Hey, good read.
It's
good
classic,
read.
and he gets over there. And
I don't know if he meant to read it or if he was just
got
moving
over
that
there
way.
and got a piece of the
Got
pass
his
or
hands
got in the
up.
way of it.
Did either
That's
team
crazy.
ask
Is that
him?
a great video or what?
They're
I
like,
love
hey,
that.
this guy can play. Let's get him on the team.
That was the funniest video.
That play stood?
Yeah, it was the end of the game. Boston wins 28-21.
See, that is ridiculous.
Dallas did not
I would have
get
been
the
furious.
Can you imagine anything
I'm chasing
somewhat
that dude
like
down.
that happening?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. If you didn't get to see it, obviously you're listening in the car. You can find the video. Go to YouTube. We found it earlier. It's like AFL.
AFL fan runs on field.
AFL fan runs on field. You'll see it, and it is
That's
worth a watch.
wild.
It was pretty fun.
It is wild because, like, today, obviously,
First
say
of all-
someone got on the field to
first
play a
of
play.
all-
No one's knocking that ball down.
First of all, if somebody, that dude is, I hope he doesn't get to the point where he's near line of scrimmage because one of those dudes is going to annihilate
He
him.
ran from the back of the end zone, if you can't picture it because you're driving somewhere, and he's all hunched over like he's trying to be a linebacker or
He is.
something.
And he's right in front of the ref, too.
And he just kind of melds into the action somehow. It's crazy.
And it's an amazing play that he made.
Yeah, he get over there and look like he either tips the ball or he at least gets in the way of the pass. And it falls
stood.
incomplete.
That's crazy.
And Boston wins.
Crazy.
All right, that's some of the history. These teams have played 5 times previously in the playoffs, which is quite a few. The 86 divisional at Denver, Broncos 22-17. John Elway touchdown run, touchdown pass. 2005 divisional, Denver again at home beats Tom Brady and New England 27-13. You may remember one play from this game. Denver's leading 10-6, late third quarter. Brady's on about the 3-yard line, throws a pick to Champ Bailey in the end zone. Champ Bailey takes off down the sidelines, runs 100 yards, and gets blasted at the 1-yard line. Ben Watson, a tight end from the Patriots, chases him from the other side of the field 100 yards and knocks him out of bounds at the 1 yard line. It's one of the greatest plays that didn't really amount to anything you've ever seen.
Right.
Denver scored on the next play, went on to win 27-13. They met again in 2011. This was the only playoff meeting in New England. Tom Brady had an okay day here. 6 touchdowns, 3 went to Gronk, 1 went to a guy named Aaron Hernandez.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Tim Tebow was sacked 5 times. New England 45-10.
By the way, the Aaron Hernandez thing on Netflix is really good. It is crazy.
Probably pretty hard to watch in a lot of ways.
We talked about it, didn't we, when it was going?
There's been a couple of them, but
there's one on Netflix that's worth it, you think?
Oh, it explains everything, and it's a crazy story.
The last 2 matchups between Denver and New England were both in the AFC Championship game, 2013 and 2015. Both games were Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady. Manning won the first one with 400 yards passing, 26-16. The second game in 2015, Denver led by 8. The dying seconds, Brady threw to Gronk for a touchdown, but the 2-point conversion pass to Edelman failed, and Denver went to the Super Bowl. So that is that matchup. On to the NFC, and it'll be the Rams and the Seahawks, as we know, Sunday afternoon from Seattle. The Rams have been to 5 Super Bowls. Last was in 2021. They beat the Bengals. Seahawks have been to 3. I think the last Seahawk Super Bowl was that the play?
That was.
Yeah.
They did not run the ball from
did
the
not
1
run
yard
the ball.
line.
Yeah, Seahawks fans have had 12 years to try to get over that. Rams are pretty good on the road in the playoffs, 12-18. That's a good record. Only Green Bay's won more playoff road games in the history of football. But Seattle's 13-3 at home in the playoffs. Last loss, though, 2020, was to the Rams. The one thing I looked up on this game, it's a matchup with 2 teams from the same division for the championship. That has happened 17 times in the past. The top seed home team, therefore the division champion, won 12 of the 17. The last time a wild card team in the same division beat the champ was 2010. Green Bay went into Chicago and beat the Bears. Last year, you may recall, there was a divisional matchup in the championship. Philadelphia beat Washington. Seattle leads the all-time series 29-26. They played twice in the playoffs, though, both games in Seattle, and the Rams won both on the road. In 2004, it was the St. Louis Rams who won it 27-20. Mark Bulger hit Cam Cleland.
Mark Bulger was Kurt Warner's successor.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. Yeah. He hit Cam Cleland for the winning TD with 2:11 left. Both Bulger and Matt Hasselbeck threw 2 TDs in that game. Marshall Falk had only 55 yards rushing, but did score in the Rams win. And then in 2020, they played again in the wild card in Seattle. I don't remember anything about it, and nobody was there, right? It was 2020, so there was a fan-free game. Rams won 30-20. Russell Wilson threw a pick 6, but also had 2 TDs to Metcalf. And it was Jared Goff leading the Rams, had a touchdown pass to Robert Woods in that game. So the Seahawks are trying to beat the Rams in the playoffs for the first time ever so they can get to the Super Bowl. There's some of your fun notes to get you ready for the championship games this weekend.
If you guys were me, who would you cheer for in the NFC?
If I was you,
yeah.
Oh boy.
If I were you, I'd probably say the Rams.
Yeah.
But I'm rooting for the Seahawks.
And why would you be going for the Rams?
Because I feel like he hates the Seahawks more.
I think most 49er fans do seem to hate the Seahawks more than the Rams, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't.
Because the Rams are seemingly more of a rival.
Closer.
But the Seahawks have had more
success. Yeah, they've had more success as of late.
And they've had more success in big games, and that really bothers me. So I think I'm going to have to cheer for the Rams.
I got to be honest with you, Skraby. Of the 4 teams remaining, I can't see you rooting for anybody. I mean, you hate the Patriots and what Mike Vrabel has done.
Which, by the way, was this the worst year for me to go in on Mike Vrabel?
Yes,
and you could have given it up like in week 7 or 8,
I was
but you
standing
stuck
by
with it all year.
Standing by it, Chris.
Yeah, and you're going to stand by it all the way to the Super Bowl,
I
apparently.
am.
And the only other team left for you to root for is Laurie's Broncos, and not even Laurie's big on the Broncos right now with Jarrett Stidham. I appreciate that Sean McVay's trying to talk everybody into it.
Ooh, there's something on
But
the
It's going to be
chat
so tough.
from a fellow 49er fan, David,
What's he saying?
saying he would say the Rams because he heard from Michael Lombardi, I believe, the NFC team gets to use the 49ers locker room. I think the Hawks will trash the locker room and brag.
Brother.
I trust the Rams more in our locker room.
The
than I do the Hawks.
Seahawks will
I
go
get it.
into the 49er locker room and trash it.
Yes. Mike McDonald is a menace. Sam Darnold's a menace.
Mike McDonald.
Yeah,
I
the
thought
coach.
I was going to Mike McDaniel again.
No.
All right.
Sam Darnold's a menace.
Yeah,
Trash the locker room.
He probably would just like.
How about the 49ers leave some bogus
Ooh.
playbooks in there for next season?
That would be diabolical for sure.
Right?
Wow, why don't they just turn off the power?
I know in the Oakland Coliseum way back when the visitors' locker room, John Madden wrote about this in his book, was actually separated into 4 different rooms. So the teams couldn't even get together before
awesome.
a game. Yeah.
All right.
Home advantage, as they say. More Gwynn and Chris, 3 o'clock hour. Starts with the Daily Gambit. And what is before they try, what is the heat index they're facing? Do we know? Or
Well, you could look up the Scoville on a ghost pepper.
yeah.
It's one of the
Suspect.
world's hottest. There's a couple of hotters.
Scoville's the
Reaper
measurement
and
unit.
the
Okay.
X pepper and all of that.
Thanks for the education because I did not know.
I've allowed
Yeah.
milk and bread, but if I was
So
asked,
tell
I would
us
have
the
said no.
actual rules of this. Like,
The rule
Want to see if
is
you can do it, I guess.
you guys alternate spoonfuls until one of you can't.
Yeah, that's
One of
not
you
happening.
can't do it anymore.
Yeah,
That's not happening.
until you can't do it anymore.
I will take
And
one
the winner,
spoonful of
Skraby,
this.
has a jar
yes,
of
here it
a
is.
couple of my jars.
I think they
products.
both are winners if they pass
Hold on one
this.
second.
I hate to
Winners.
say, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
There will be no back and forth. There will be one spoonful.
Now, I am.
This is the one that he has right now.
The 38,
Maybe.
Okay. All right.
Now,
maybe.
this right here, I've been putting on some of my turkey burgers.
Good stuff.
This is hot.
Okay.
All right, are we
All
doing
right,
this?
hold
Here we go.
All right. Let's
Adam's
do it.
ready.
This is a
There,
full
away he goes.
spoonful
He
of
does
the-
have a full spoonful
He does.
for those
There's-
listening.
there's
on
no
that.
doubt. I'm literally sweating watching him
That's a
do
full
this right now.
spoon?
That's a full spoon.
All
For
right.
sure.
That is a full
down the
spoon.
hatch we go.
All
All right.
right.
And man, he went the whole thing. He did not.
My
He did
turn?
not trickle that down the throat. He
He
just.
hasn't reached for the milk yet.
Scraby's coming over.
When does the heat kick in?
Oh.
I knew it.
When does the heat kick in?
Wow.
Wow.
You better go, dude.
There goes Scraby.
They
Scraby,
both did it.
did you swallow that, Scraby? Yeah.
That is some good stuff.
It's delicious.
delicious.
We're gonna see
Tasty.
it. I'm gonna watch you now.
I'm feeling it already. Adam, are you?
No.
He's
Adam's
feeling good.
feeling nothing. All right, so take another spoonful, Adam. You'll win.
Oh, come on. Now we're double dipping.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
all
you
one
can't put your
spoonful.
same
That's
spoon
not
in
what
there.
the
The competition's all about.
We always said
spoonful
that.
too.
Yeah, go
Oh
for it.
yeah.
I always said that Adam Klug was kind of had a.
I at least used a different spoon. No double dipping.
All right.
That's
I
it.
didn't know where I don't.
I
Think
always
it
thought
matters.
Adam Klug had a cold persona, but evidently it's just the opposite.
All right.
Big
He
boss
is
Michael
handling
Valenzuela
it.
in the
Wait,
YouTube
no,
chat,
dog.
by the way.
What you waiting on? You let laughing at drip in your hand. Oh, okay.
Scraby, where are you? Let me see.
Okay.
I'm just looking at Adam, and Adam's not having any problem at all.
Look at you, Adam.
Adam is back to.
I'll
But
enjoy
this
I must tell you, Tony,
hold on.
that Adam has cashed the check.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he
he
did.
cashed
You said I
his
wouldn't
check.
be able to catch
I
you.
did.
No, you
I
cashed
sure
it,
did.
man.
You
You
proved me
cashed it
wrong,
for
my
sure.
friend.
Scraby,
I gotta tell you though, this is further proof that whatever we got him with that
the
tie,
tie thing,
was
yeah, 'cause
super weak.
this is less than a 10,
he's
right?
he's over here having a difficult time.
You're turning a little red,
The time
Scraby.
was just as bad.
You're turning a
This
little
hit me
red.
By the way,
faster.
this is delicious.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
he's
Let's go
going
with another
for
one.
Yes.
Come on, Adam. Wow, you're gonna have to come back in 6 months with like an 88.
Oh.
38.
We'll have to go with the higher Scoville next time.
All right.
Right.
Oh, wow. Look at this guy. He's talking
Drop-
trash now.
Well,
I
he
haven't had a
should
sip of milk or
He
bread.
hasn't even reached for it.
No, he doesn't
came out
even
of the
need the
gates
bread.
talking trash.
All right.
All right. Now
Hey,
I'm
man.
going to take another one. Because-
What?
Well,
Why
you got
are
to you got to
doing
hold
this
another
to
spoon.
yourself.
No, because I don't want.
You
Adam
want
to-
Adam to say
He,
he
by
has
the way,
one sauce,
yeah, he
baby.
get the whole
Full spoon,
get the same
baby.
thing that like he's dropping it all in there.
Keep the studio clean.
It's all anybody's
Big
worried
boss
about.
Michael watching over here. Come on.
Woo, boy. Scrabe, get back in front of the camera. Your face is red, Skraby. Isn't it, Tony? Are you
I'm
seeing
sweating.
the same thing?
You are sweating. Your face is definitely.
Why do you keep doing this?
You're not feeling anything?
Adam hasn't even
Anything?
moved over
I
there.
feel a 1 or maybe a 2 out of 10 here.
Wow.
Adam
That's ridiculous
Klug.
because I'm.
Wow.
Adam Klug is a tough
Amy's
son
now
of a
bent
gun.
over the trash can.
No,
over
I had
there.
to spit.
I was going to say, it looks like Adam Klug may be producing the rest of the show because he's fine. Skraby may need
Skraby's
to
going to
go
bed.
get
Yeah,
assistance.
Here's what
Frank-
the milk do. It might
Frank
work
predicted
better.
that.
No.
Oh, did he?
Frank
Skraby's having
predicted that.
bread.
Oh yeah, that Adam would just cruise through this with
Frank
no problem.
predicted this.
He
did. Frank on the last show.
Yeah,
said
you
Adam
had
would
it
have
like
no
that.
problem.
He did.
I got a newfound respect from Tony Gwynn Jr.
Yes,
here.
you do.
So-
all right.
So Skraby has the prizes for you, Adam. You have one, a jar of the ghost.
You can
pepper
have as much of this
salsa.
as you want at all
And
times.
the,
Yeah.
Mr. Lane's roasty 38 chili powder.
You should let me have that chili powder though. I think I do. I think I would do more damage.
Started
with
off
this.
giving me the mild.
And what is before they try, what is the heat index they're facing? Do we know? Or
Well, you could look up the Scoville on a ghost pepper.
yeah.
It's one of the
Suspect.
world's hottest. There's a couple of hotters.
Scoville's the
Reaper
measurement
and
unit.
the
Okay.
X pepper and all of that.
Thanks for the education because I did not know. the
I've
Scoville.
allowed
Yeah.
milk and bread, but if I was
So
asked,
tell
I would
us,
have
tell
said
us the
no.
actual rules of this. Like,
The rule
Want to see if you
is
can do it. I guess
you guys alternate spoonfuls until one of you can't.
That's
one of
that's
you
not
can't
happening.
do it anymore.
Yeah,
That's not happening.
until you can't do it anymore.
fools.
I will take one
And the winner,
spoonful of
Skraby,
this.
has a jar
Yes,
of
here it is.
a couple of my jars.
I think they
Products.
both are winners if they pass
Hold on,
this.
for
I
the
hate to
winners.
say, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
There will be no back and forth. There will be one spoonful.
Now, I am.
This is the one that he has right now.
The 38.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. Daily Gambit coming your way here in the 3:00 hour. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Cello, Matt Skraby. Skraby, how you feeling about Mr. John Lynch saying Brandon Ayuk has played his last snap for the 49ers? Not a surprise.
The first thing that came to mind when I read this quote was, man, they got lucky and got out of that contract.
Yeah.
They got real lucky and got out of that thing.
Did
But-
John Lynch say that with some anger?
I can't imagine he said it with a smile on his face.
I have a feeling it's been a major issue.
It's probably been a frustrating issue for John Lynch. I mean, prior to the injury, Brandon Ayuk had been a very productive 49er wide receiver. It wasn't like John Lynch made a wild decision in signing him.
Right.
Although there, I don't know why it was that way, but it wasn't like it happened right away. There was some kind of back and forth, which would lead you to believe there was some hesitation, at least from the 49ers and John Lynch. And maybe that his initial instinct.
That would annoy you, right? If you were not sure you should give the guy the money and then you go, okay.
And then,
And then he
angry
acts a
with you.
fool like that.
right.
then
Maybe
he's like, "What?"
maybe his initial instinct
Yeah.
was spot on. We don't know. But nonetheless, he definitely told reporters that there will be no Brandon Ayuk moving forward.
I don't know why you would even want him anymore, though, right? As you said, Tony. I mean, if the guy didn't really want to be here, go play where you want to be. I don't want anyone on the team that doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no doubt. I'm certainly not saying he should stay there. I
Right.
think it's best for both sides to kind of part their way. Can we go back to the Bills owner? Did we talk about that in full?
No, but we're gonna get into it in sports court
Is it in sports court?
because the Bills owner
Boy, I tell you, listen,
went for it.
these type of situations happen, and it is really tough to say, right? Because if I own something, I feel like even if I'm not really qualified to speak on the inner workings of my business,
Yeah.
because I own it, I feel like I should be able to say and get up there.
Every now and again, you're going to flex that power.
Right. But it doesn't
But
always make you look good.
This
though.
was a rash decision, to be sure. And
yeah.
he admitted it. And look, if Skraby is ever an owner,
I would love to be.
I mean, honestly, the coach of the 49ers wouldn't make it off the field after
No.
a tough loss.
No, I would keep him.
He'd be right down there going, get out! Get out!
I mean, that's
He'd be
basically what
releasing
You think the
guys
flight? You think you're going
right
to be on
off
this
the
flight?
field.
Get out!
that's basically what Terry Pagula said that he did. He
I
made
know.
a really, really
I know he did.
uninformed and irrational decision.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
because he saw Josh Allen crying.
Yeah.
That's not a joke.
Wait. He came back. He
said he decided to do it that day because he was looking at Josh Allen crying, and he was like, "I need to do this."
Yeah,
I have the audio. We'll play it during sports.
We'll get more into it, but
We've
that
also said this in the
wild.
past.
By the way, if you're Coleman, I mean, can you go back? I mean, can
Keon Coleman?
yes,
Yeah.
Is
is
there space for him to be able to even be a Buffalo Bill after the owner has come out and said, he didn't want to draft him.
I think
it was the last regime that was here.
Wasn't Keon Coleman's stuff self-inflicted? Like the reason he missed games, it was reported that he was being punished by the team.
That was late in the season. He did have a couple.
So maybe he needs to be a little bit humble.
Okay.
And be like, I'm just gonna go work. I get it. You're your boss.
I know. Given how sensitive you can be sometimes, if Adam Klug came in there, got on the air, and was like, in the same way,
Skraby stinks.
Basically.
I never wanted him anyway. All right,
you would set this place on fire.
All right. I can see
what I'm saying.
Okay.
Either way, it's not a good look for
no.
For Mr. Pitt.
All of a sudden, the Bills look a little dysfunctional after being functional for a while.
Isn't that something?
So,
and all of a sudden, the steady head coach is fired, and the next day, he got something already popping.
And the
off
Dolphins
like
were so smart to jump right in there and steal Sean McDermott, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's all bad. All right,
they didn't bother.
We've bantered along long enough. Now let's get to the Daily Gambit.
Daily Gambit is our daily sports betting segment here on Gwynn and Chris. Please, everybody, gamble responsibly. All right. Also in sports court, Naomi Osaka dressed as a jellyfish at her tennis match.
Is that in the sports court?
Yes, in sports court because there's
it's also going to be in the Daily Gambit.
Oh, because we made a bet on her. Yes.
No, we didn't, but we're going to tonight. She's
cool.
She's now important.
Well, she's wearing a jellyfish.
That's what she was. Yeah.
Vanderbilt against Arkansas last night. Vandy was -1.5. They were the favorites. Chris went Vandy. We went Sauce Tony.
Gotta go with the
I had
Sauce
to triple
here.
check this score.
I know.
The Sauce won 93-68.
Sauce put it on them.
Yeah. I had to check this.
Vandy's lost 3 in a row since starting undefeated. So they're into slump. What is it? Slumpville or slump sandwich or.
I like slump sandwich actually.
Slump sauce.
Haven't heard of either
None
of
those
three.
I like slump sandwich.
You're having a slump sandwich? Okay, we'll go with that for now.
Purdue -5 against UCLA. Chris and Tony went UCLA. I went Purdue. Purdue lost. UCLA won.
Ben Howland didn't disappoint. Or not Ben Howland. I always say Ben Howland. Mick Cronin did not disappoint me. He was so mad. Even though he won.
And that's the best part, is that they won. And so he really got to really give you his best version
His
of
point
himself.
was Purdue played at USC Thursday, so they were in LA for a week. His own team was in Wisconsin Sunday, had to fly home to a Purdue team that was waiting for them.
Right. In
a
their
home
city.
game. And Mick Cronin's tired of it. But you know what, Mick?
Mick,
I don't know that he was there that day, but talk to your AD. He's the one who signed you up.
Yep.
For the
now
Big
listen,
Ten.
I would hope that when UCLA and USC go back to the Midwest, that they kind of play it the same way.
I don't think they're getting the same treatment because you know the Big Ten's going to take care of Ohio State, Michigan, their people first, right?
I would hope they're not doing that.
You're part of the conference now.
Like, come on, like
and last year I know UCLA went to Iowa, flew home, went to Rutgers, flew home, went to Penn State, flew home.
If UCLA and USC are going to play, they should play Michigan, Michigan State. They should knock it out in 1 week.
I mean, baseball has it figured out with that whole thing. So
I hope that's what they're
Yeah.
doing. I haven't looked.
I'm looking.
Maybe they are.
They do play. Yeah, there you go, Tony. Michigan and Michigan State,
Okay.
3 days apart in the state of Michigan.
yeah, why are you
I
complaining, Cronin?
think Cronin just caught.
Stop it, Cronin.
He
They're-
just caught the back end of that. They got to come home. You know, you were on the East Coast. You do have to fly back.
and that
His team
happens in
won.
baseball
Right,
sometimes, where a
100%.
team beats you home,
100%.
and they're waiting for you.
100%.
All right, Utah State minus 16.5 against UNLV. We all said the running Rebels. Utah State won, but they did not win by enough.
Utah State
86
did not win. UNLV won. Straight
Oh,
up.
Yes, duh.
Straight up, people.
Sorry.
Okay.
Uh,
Just getting, I mean, in case somebody just tuned in, want to get it right for them.
stop looking at me like that, Tony.
Adam's gonna come
Bulls
in here
minus
and get on
3.5 at the Clippers or against the Clippers. I don't even know where it was played, so I can't say anything. We all went Clippers. I cannot figure out your Bulls, Chris. 138,
They can't figure
110
themselves
win.
out. But
They
if
won?
you make,
Yeah.
but if you make 25 threes,
Oh, there you go.
you're going to beat
You're not
almost
gonna- yeah,
anybody.
you're not losing.
25 threes. That was tied the Bulls' all-time record and 4 short of the NBA record. So,
We had who scored more points, Luca -4 or Jamal Murray. Chris and Tony went Luca. I went Jamal Murray. Luca had 38, so after the 4, it's 34.
is there
Jamal
any way
Murray
to
had
slow
28.
Luca down now? Because
No.
he's got the ball in his hand.
He is slow, but you just
Right.
you can't stop.
But did they run 2 people at him, make him give the
They
ball
do,
up, and then
he's
he just
such a
gets
good
it back?
passer. He's such a good passer.
He'll make you pay
he'll
for
make you
that.
pay for that.
Yeah.
James Harden over under 29.5 points last night. We all went over. He was under with 24.
That's
and
because they
then-
didn't play him in the fourth quarter because they were getting swamped.
Ah.
That was bad luck for the over betters.
Coco Gauff -6.5 games favorite against Olga. I don't remember her last name.
Danilovic.
Danilovic. You guys went Goff. I went Olga, and Goff won 6-2, 6-2, but that's 8, so she wins the bet.
Goff was the winner. All right. You want to try to get to these real quick, Skrabe? You make the call. You are the producer.
310.
You have the
311
power.
in 3 seconds.
You
2
got the
seconds.
power. We're not going to make
Let's
it.
stay here.
Stay here. Here we go.
Stay here.
Arizona 13.5 over Cincinnati. Arizona's undefeated 18-0. Cincinnati is not great, but not terrible. 10
Not
and
as
8.
good as they used to be.
Not as good as they used to be. Arizona by 13.5. I'm going to go Arizona. They got to hold on to that top spot. Tony?
Wildcats.
Arizona, he says.
Not the
Scrab, your
Bearcats.
old club here, Cincinnati. You're a Bearcat back in the day.
I was never a Bearcat.
Well, you kind of
I
were
went to
linked to it.
2 Bearcat football games.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
That's-
Arizona.
It's close enough.
Real animal or fake animal? Did we do this one?
I think is this the Bearcat with the K?
No.
No, that's Sam Houston State.
Oh,
Bearcats is real Bearcats.
but we don't know if it's an actual animal.
The other undefeated team in major college basketball is Nebraska.
Whoa.
18-0. Do you know that Nebraska's never won an NCAA tournament basketball game?
I don't even remember Nebraska playing.
They
in a
don't.
tournament
They're
game.
very in it only a few times, but they've never won one. That's hard to believe for a school of that, size. They're 10.5 at home over Washington. Tony. Huskies are middle of the pack in the big. It's hard to call them in the Big Ten, but they are. Anyway, Nebraska by 10.5. Huskers or Huskies?
Give me the Huskers.
Huskers. Scrape.
Bearcat is real, by the way.
Wow.
Hmm.
Who's the other school? I'm sorry.
Huskies or Huskers?
So UConn or
No.
Washington?
No, brother.
I'm gonna
Do you
go
listen to any of the show?
Washington or Nebraska. Buddy.
I'm gonna go with my dog Lucky and go with the Huskies.
I'm going to take Washington also. Nebraska's due to lose one. Stub their toe, as they say.
You've been pretty hot on these calls, right?
Aztecs 1.5 at Grand Canyon. Aztecs are favored. I got to go with them. I wouldn't bet a lot on this, though, especially without Magoon Guath. Tony?
I think they win by 1, but
by 1?
I'm still going to take
Well,
the
if you-
Aztecs.
Well, you could take Grand Canyon if that's the case.
Yeah, I don't want to see you put their name next to my name.
Yeah, I get you. Scraby, what do you want to do? You want to be a contrarian and a hater?
I love Grand Canyon now because Tony's daughter's going there.
Oh, is that
So
why? Listen to him. He's trying to come up with an excuse.
now the Aztecs win.
Aztecs, he says. 143.5 points for this game.
73-70.
That would still leave you a half short. What do you say? Over or under, Tony? You're first.
Over.
Over. Scraby?
Over.
Over. I'm going to go under. I still can't believe the Aztecs keep allowing 70 points every game.
No, give me under 2.
Under. Skraby, you staying?
Yep.
Brunson, 26.5 points against the Nets. The Knicks are a debacle right now. Lost 9 of 11, are getting blown out nightly.
Ever since they won the NBA Cup, they have been a
Right.
bad team.
Since they won the NBA Cup. Who's their coach now? It's our guy, right? Mike Brown? I can't believe they're not ready to run him out of there in New York. They don't wait around too much. Brunson, 26.5, Skraby. Over. Brunson usually seems like a good bet for that. Over. Tony?
I'm going to go over. He's going to go off
over.
after the players-only meeting they had.
UCLA did win over Purdue on the men. How about the women tonight? UCLA favored by 39.5.
Yeah.
Evidently, Purdue's not as good, but I'm going to take Purdue. That's a lot of points. Tony? 40 points in a conference game. I don't know how bad Purdue is. But how bad can they be?
Give me Purdue. Yeah.
UCLA is number 3 in the nation, as we know. They're awfully good. Skraby.
Since I picked against UCLA last night,
You'll take UCLA this time. And finally, Naomi, the jellyfish Osaka. We'll hear more about it. 2.5 games over Sonara Sursti. Sursti is a veteran of the tour. She's been, borderline top 25, 30 type player. So she's not a pushover. Osaka continuing to work her way back from all of her issues, but seemingly on the right path. Tony, Osaka gives 2.5 games here.
Give me Osaka.
Skraby.
Insert jellyfish joke here, but I'm going to go with the other person.
Sursti. Okay. If you're wondering, that's spelled Cirstea. And I'll take Osaka. And now we can get you a traffic update. Or do you want to hang on for a couple minutes?
No, hold on. Let me make sure traffic is there. We're ready to go.
Ready to go, he says. So away we go.
Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Just looking, dog. It's all good.
Just looking, dog.
Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury. Here's
is it? What hours do I do the top of the hour? And is this my turn? I've determined that this was my turn. Was I correct?
You are correct. I don't do that. Maybe I need to, though.
Oh,
I know. I do the time because it's right in front of my face, so I don't have to really do that one.
yeah.
But I definitely.
I never know whose turn it is. If you've never paid attention out there, I wonder if ever may not pay as close. We switch days.
Right.
So like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I am the person at 2:00 who says hi, hello, and then we switch from there. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Tony says hi, how are you? And then we rotate from there. So you do have. It's a little like
you get. So one day I'll get the 2:00.
Right.
The two segments in the 2:00, 2 segments in the 4:00.
Yes.
And vice versa for you, 3 and 5.
You know what I liken it to, Tony? Correct me if I'm wrong. I liken it to baseball signs.
Yes.
Because baseball signs, from what I understand, I never was on base all that much, but a lot of times the signs change based on what inning it is or what day of the week it is or where, you know what I mean? Is that true? Certain teams do that?
Yeah. Well, listen, I can tell you, yes. Well, I don't know about day time, but in division, signs will change because seeing each other.
So now you're on base. You have to look around. Am I in division today or not?
and I think in college with Coach Dietz.
No, Dietz was so confusing. He would mess us up.
We had
constantly
4 quadrants.
Yes, we did.
And they would rotate every inning.
And we as pitchers had to know them even though we were never on base.
100%.
Goodness.
I mean, once you learned his signs, every sign I learned after that
was easy.
Cakewalk.
But you had to know what inning it was, right? Because the quadrant rotated based on the inning.
100%.
Yes.
That sounds confusing.
It was. You got that right, Skraby.
It was.
It was. I mentioned it earlier. There's only 7 or 8 teams actually right now that have undefeated in both men's and women's basketball. I think that's great. The teams are Duke and UConn, which kind of sounds right. They hardly ever lose in either sport. George Mason is one of those teams. Miami of Ohio stayed alive last night on the men's side. They won in overtime. Murray State, North Dakota State, and San Diego State. That's good.
One conference.
Undefeated in conference play. Right.
Gotcha.
Both the schools are doing that. So that's really, good feather in everybody's cap around here. And I was thinking of it today, Tony, because I think of it often this time of year. Spring training hasn't started. Football is kind of fading into there's a game once a week now, if that. The Aztec basketball team keeps me going during these months, and they've been doing it now for 20 straight years.
Yeah.
When is the last time they were, and I know people are disappointed this year because they didn't do what they normally do in their non-conference, but when was the last time they played a game that didn't mean something? Hardly ever.
It's been a long time.
Right? So,
but I think people are now at the point where that is now the expectation.
That's true.
So,
and Dutcher and those guys know that
100%. They know that,
and they accept it.
I think, this is the time of year. I think Super Bowl is February 7th. Something along
2
those
weeks.
lines.
So after this weekend, there won't be any games for 2 weeks.
Any more football games. It's all college basketball at that point until spring training kicks in. About a month later, you start getting some games.
Yeah, and it used to be. I've been here long enough to know that those 2 months, when you say it was all college basketball, that meant I had to find an ACC game to watch.
Right, because
the Aztecs were not interesting at all.
That's right.
So again, I always tip my cap. Dutcher said something about the game tonight. What do you think of this? Is this sour grapes for a fan, or should we just say, hey, this is the way it is? Dutcher talked about when you go to Grand Canyon, there's a couple things. Ziegler put it in a story today. One, teams do get to the game about an hour and a half before tip-off. That's what I've kind of, saw over time.
They're already out there, parked out there.
Right.
The
doors don't open until an hour. So you get a half hour at Grand Canyon of calm. But at 1 hour before the game, when they open the doors, it only holds 7,000. About 3,500, 4,000 students come pouring in and start going crazy an hour before the tip-off. So you can't even think of your mind calmly in the warm-ups. And that is not the way it is anywhere else. But Dutcher said also that once the game goes, they pipe in a ton of noise
I can
on
see that.
top of that.
I can see that.
Do you think that's legit, or should somebody say, hey, come on now?
It's legit for now. I will say that it's a very intimate arena.
Yes,
it's not
it's
a big
small,
arena.
7,000. It's not very big.
And, as my daughter was going on her recruit trip there, that was one of the like selling points was, going to watch this basketball team.
Yeah.
And how the students will camp out the night before.
Right.
And he brought up, ironically, the example of when at San Diego State went there last year. It was like students were out there for like a couple of days, camped out there waiting for that game to happen. And so, this is why they haven't won a game there. This is part of the reason they haven't won a game. For
sure. People don't get how tough it is. You watch the game, you can't totally know how tough it is in that environment to, play your game. Fans on top of you like that. I don't know if I like the piped in noise. I maybe I sound like an old
I think that's a little much.
Guy, but I mean, is that fair to put on top of that?
Is this the first we've ever heard of
I've heard of it for sure. In NFL games, they say they do it a lot.
The RCA Dome, back when the Colts played,
Right.
they said they pumped in, but they were breaking the rules. You're not allowed to pump in crowd noise.
I don't know what the rules are. I'm sure if indeed they are, the Dutch will have the Aztecs looking for this to be able to
they won't be unprepared for it because he knows it's going to happen. I just don't know if that's a legit.
If it's not legit,
home court advantage is home court advantage, but you don't want to be like it was supposedly back in the old days in the Astrodome when the Astros played indoors, and Vince Scully used to talk about the fact that people thought would turn the air conditioning on toward home plate when the other team was up, and then flip it and blow it out the other way when the Astros were up. If that ever happened,
we're definitely up to
the Astros have been cheating forever.
Some shenanigans.
They've been cheating forever. But if that really was true, and I don't think it was, but if it was, that would to me be unfair. Like you can't have a home advantage and then create something like that.
Yeah, no, that's different. That's different for sure. But nonetheless, it's going to be a tough matchup.
And 8 o'clock means that they get what, Skraby?
They're going to get pushed back.
No, right. We'll miss the beginning of the game because the game before will run over. But no, 8 o'clock means the students get to party an extra hour or so before the game starts. So they're going to be even more annoying and loud.
Oh man, I'm glad I never went to a college with big sports because I would have been annoying.
I mean, and at that school, it's their big sport. They don't have football.
Yeah, they don't have
basketball.
Football. So this is it, man. They're ready for the game tonight. All right, we're ready for a sports court when we come back. Gwynn and Chris, 97.3 The Fan.
I said before I hit the mic button.
This is behind the scenes because this is
You want some behind the scenes. This is kind of something that I do from time to time. I said, Skraby, what are we doing here again? Mind you, I have the wig on my head.
It's just one with you now.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I guess that's how often we do this segment. It's just kind of, it's like putting on a hat.
Chris was so excited for this segment that he just put on the wig like at the beginning of the break and has been wearing it.
I was looking at that. Skraby handed both his wig. I set mine here because the first thing I thought of was, man, I don't want to be having this fake wig on and it's having my head itch like crazy. But Chris did not think twice. He put that bad boy on. He wore it during the break.
It is cold in here. Is your head cold a little bit?
It's been this studio is another bit of behind the scenes.
Chris and I don't just enjoy wearing long sleeves every day.
You have to wear them every day, even in the middle of summer. I mean, it's winter now. But
in the summer, I don't mind it because it can get hot in here. But during the wintertime, it's already cold. That AC kicks on. And
so for all the people that make fun of me for wearing the same sweatshirts every day, I just have a rotation of sweatshirts in my car.
How many sweatshirts do you keep in your car?
I have 4.
Okay.
And I try to rotate them as much as possible.
Today was a Padre day.
The other ones I went in to wash, and so I haven't put them back in the car yet. But yes, I need to.
How long with a four hoodie rotation? How often do you wash?
Probably because I only wear them here. So probably once every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Once every 2.5.
That's fair.
Once every month. Well, no,
to me, you
once
only
every 2
wear,
weeks.
but you only wear black.
That is true. I'm wearing brown today, though.
You stepped outside his box there, brown. He went
pretty. Yeah, you went. Woo.
Someone bought me a sky blue Nike shirt.
Now, if you wore
Christmas.
that, who's someone?
My family.
Okay. Well,
I don't know why they thought I would ever wear this shirt.
Why won't you wear it?
Because it draws too much attention to me.
But you're only wearing it in here.
How do you know?
Hold up. You only wear it in here, though.
What?
It can be in the rotation. You said the 4 sweaters, the hoodies that you keep in your car.
Yeah.
You only wear here.
Yes, true.
Okay, so we want to see it. The people want to see it. They want to see you in something other than black.
It's not a hoodie.
Brown. Oh,
it's a t-shirt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a t-shirt. It's a Nike t-shirt.
I stand corrected.
If it was a hoodie, it would be better for some reason. I don't know why, but
all right. Traffic.
It's ready. Yes.
Shall we check it? And then off to sports court.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is sponsored by Creative Repipe. Crashed in the North County, eastbound 78 past Los Posas. Motorcycle collided with a moving truck. Looks like motorcycle in center divide, and that truck over to the right shoulder. Also, south outside of the 805, reports of a stalled vehicle on the Claremont Mesa Boulevard off-ramp. Don't wait until that water leak in your home becomes a flood. Call Creative Repipe for whole house repipes. Get a 20% discount plus a lifetime warranty. Free estimates with financing available. Visit creativerepipe.com. That's creativerepipe.com. I'm Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
And sometimes we don't have sports topics in sports court. Well, we got 3 sports topics today, and 2 of them are real life topics. So how this goes is I ask the guys for their judgment on the story that I present, and then we go from there. So before we do that, we are broadcasting live from the Bill House studio. We know how. And if you love Mediterranean food, try Spiros for authentic Mediterranean cuisine in Coronado or La Jolla. For dining or takeout options, visit spiroscuisine.com. I am going to present Exhibit A, everyone, and it's going to go on the YouTube. Naomi Osaka walked out last night in her Australian Open, before her Australian Open match, in a dress. She had an umbrella, she had a hat, she had a veil, she had something trailing her, and this was to come out to the match. Now, I guess this doesn't happen. They don't make WWE style entrances, but okay, I'm going to withhold my opinion here. People are not happy with her because in 2021 she wanted to step away from the game because she was dealing with mental health issues and she didn't feel like she was able to handle the pressures of being a professional tennis player, and I don't blame her.
Okay.
She said she just kind of wants to play tennis, fade into the background.
Oh, wait. Did she say that? That she wanted to just play tennis and fade into the background? I want to make sure we have this whole picture painted correctly.
Okay, she may have not said this.
Okay, I'm glad you cleared
we
that
are
up.
in the court. We are in the court. We are
I'm
in a
glad
court
you
of law.
cleared that up. All right.
We are in a court of law. But here's the thing, Boris Becker. Chris, what would you say about Boris Becker?
Great Wimbledon champ back in the day.
But nothing about his personality stands out to you.
I think he spent some time in jail for tax evasion, actually, after his career was over, if I'm not mistaken. If
All right,
he
well,
didn't
that's
go
not
to
great for my
jail, he
argument.
was close.
That's not great for my argument.
But I'm not trying to
You
forgive
shouldn't
him.
have even asked that.
I'm not trying to forgive him. I think, by and large, Boris Becker seemed like a pretty, good dude. I don't think he was good with his taxes, though. Sorry. I'm just saying.
Fair to me. All right.
Let me make sure that he went to jail now that I had him in jail.
All right. So Boris Becker.
I almost think so.
I think
Go
you're
ahead.
right.
I think so.
Boris Becker said this, and this is where
What
the
did Boris say?
controversy comes.
What did
Quote,
Boris
He's
say?
a TNT analyst.
Yes.
Oh, he is now. Good.
Yes.
Okay.
Quote, but there's also, okay, let me start over. Quote, the way she entered the court is already iconic. No other player has dared to wear such an outfit because it's ugly. But there is also a contradiction.
Is that your opinion on there right there?
Yeah, I'm also a guy who wears black sweatshirts every day and jeans.
Go ahead.
On the one hand, she doesn't want to be under so much pressure. She doesn't want to be in the public eye and in the media so much. And then she comes on a center court in an outfit like that. Of course, that puts her back in the public spotlight. I would point out that she also needed a mental break a few years ago. For me, it's generally important that the focus here is on the sport. So, Chris, we're going to go with you first.
Thank you.
Thank you, he says.
How do I ask this?
You don't have to ask it.
Can Naomi Osaka have both ways?
You don't have to ask it. You, of all people, should understand this answer that I'm about to give. You, of all people. Maybe, did Boris Becker ever think that Naomi Osaka now has turned her life so much so that she feels not just comfortable in front of people, but wants to test it out and see just how far she's come?
What is this you say?
Right?
But
Why do you have a problem understanding this? She's not anymore asking out of the public eye. This was 3-4 years ago. This is something she's worked to improve
when did it
on in her
change?
life. She's gotten better. When did you stop becoming an actual drinking alcoholic? You changed.
I'm always an alcoholic.
But you're not a drinking alcoholic. You made the change.
Are you in the same place as you were
You weren't
4
in the
years
same.
ago?
Yeah, you're not in the same place. She's not in the same place
in some
now.
places, yes.
But I think you should understand this, Skraby. I feel like she's not in the same place now. And she's like, you know what? Now I am so good at being in my own skin that I can even go out and do this.
I have a retort
So
for
I don't
you,
have a
but
problem
Tony
with
needs
it.
to go
Well,
first.
let's see what
and
Tony
it's
says.
I need to have this retort before people think I'm shaming her for her mental health
Sounds like
struggles.
you're shaming her for her
Tony,
mental health struggles.
can she have it both ways?
I don't think she's having it both ways. I think Judge Ello over there, I think, hit the nail on the head. She indeed could have at one point been overwhelmed by the spotlight and everything that came with it, being the high-level tennis player that she is. She now can, in turn, have gotten better, figured out how to handle it, figure out how to deal with it a little bit better, and she might be feeling more comfortable in her skin to get on out there and, as you made reference to, wore an outfit that
Now she's calling attention to herself.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying.
Yeah, so
That's
I think
fine.
that made me. She's a strong enough.
If you want to
person
criticize her
deal
for
with it.
calling attention to herself, Boris Becker,
You and
fine.
Boris Becker.
But Boris is off point here. Boris did spend 8 months in a London prison for transferring £2.5 million in assets after he declared bankruptcy.
Man.
So maybe Boris isn't as good and nice a guy as I thought he was.
He tried to play the reverse game.
Yep, and he has been he's out of bankruptcy court finally after all this time. He owed over £50 million his creditors, and he couldn't quite satisfy all of those.
They tried to hide it.
Yeah. Boris, you better work a lot more in the TNT world to get some money, pal.
People on the chat are not a fan of me right now. I have upset someone because I said the outfit was ugly. Sorry. I think it's ugly. Exactly.
That's your opinion.
It's jellyfish.
It was representative of that, right?
Here's the thing,
I think
though.
that's what she said.
Here's the thing.
What's your rebuttal?
My rebuttal is this. I fully agree that she could grow and she could change.
Jellyfish-inspired, flowing green and white outfit.
Yes.
Right.
I agree that she can grow, she can change, she can do all these things. But the last thing we heard from you is that you don't like the spotlight. And now you are doing something that no one else does. No one does these walkouts of fashion. Arena Sabalenka said that no one does this.
Can I perhaps send
so why be the first to bring all this attention to you if you don't like the attention?
Order.
Yeah, why are you bailiff? Go back in the corner.
I'm not bailiff.
First of all, that's not true. Serena Williams used to use these same
Serena would get
stages.
some. She'd go.
Okay, I'm going off of what I read.
Well, okay, well let's educate yourself.
Arena Sabalenka said that no one does this.
Arena Sabalenka is wrong. Okay, because
okay,
I remember this.
Serena
did this,
push the envelope a little bit.
Many a time.
Yeah,
she wore the black cat suit one year.
She sure did. She wore it while she was playing.
100%. So, like, given that. Serena is probably a lot of these new generations' idol.
Yeah, fair enough.
This is probably a page out of her book.
As someone who struggled
in Naomi's own type of way.
I'm never gonna put myself in her head, obviously, but as someone who has struggled with major mental health issues in his life, like there is zero chance I would ever put myself in a situation to be recognized and to be criticized.
My friend, is you.
Let me ask you one last question. We may stay on this the whole half hour. We have to extend the sports court. Let me ask you this.
By the way, I'm not saying that she's wrong. I'm just saying that if you don't want attention, don't bring attention to yourself.
Things change, Skrabe. You can't.
No, I'm not backpedaling. I never once said she was wrong, so I'm not backpedaling.
Yes, you are.
No, what I'm saying is, if you don't like attention, don't bring attention to yourself.
Let me ask you. Okay, can I? Do you know what the storyline of the famous television show Cheers was?
They all got drunk.
Do you know what it was?
I know it was
no, that wasn't necessarily. Cheers was a bar, right? That was owned by the Ted Danson character Sam Malone. Sam Malone was a ball player in the show who drank himself out of baseball. The irony was that he decided to buy a bar to face his fears head on. I don't know that is something a lot of former alcoholics do, buy a bar.
Right.
But to me, it's a little similar to what you're trying to get to
it's
here.
It's a TV show.
But
I understand it, but you don't think that has ever happened in real life?
I know.
Like does every alcoholic have to never go to a bar again?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like you got to put yourself in situations that are going to help you and not put yourself in situations that's going to hurt you.
Who's to say that this situation that she has put herself in is harming her?
By the fact that she doesn't want attention.
When did she? But why are you so? When did she say that? It was a long time ago.
Yeah, but she's never really come out of that shell. She's just kind of been like, leave me alone.
How do you know that?
Okay, when she complains about the attention.
Okay, we'll wait for that.
Okay.
We'll wait for that.
Okay.
Skraby, I'm really surprised, honestly, because
I think I'm a little bit harder on her because I've known people that have had mental health struggles. I've been through mental health struggles.
Many people who have mental health struggles, many that I know, and there are certain things that I struggled with anxiety and situations that I did not want to put myself back into because of that. But there are also other situations that I'm proud of myself that I am able to put myself into now without anxiety. And I am able to show and prove to myself that I've improved and become much better. And to me, that makes sense as if to something she may have done here. To say, hey, I'm going to do something that normally would have been incredibly impossible for me to prove to myself that I've come a long way.
The stress.
I'm really surprised you're not seeing it that
way. I'm being harder on her because of my past and my history, hearing stories, talking to hundreds of people about mental health struggles. I don't think this is.
I just think I think it's just different for an athlete. Like I
do.
Is it? I do
Oh.
because
you guys are better.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
You
that
guys now, he says.
you almost have to put yourself back into those situations by mere fact of the level that you're playing at. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are going to be in those situations because that's what the job is in essence calling for. Now,
wait, the job called for her to walk out as a jellyfish?
that you're putting that as the big thing for her. Maybe it's the match in itself and being able to.
No one's talking about the match.
You and Boris Becker are the ones talking about this outfit.
I hate that I'm linked with Boris.
You now are linked with Boris Becker.
You and Boris are the only ones really
should have looked up
having
Boris.
an issue with it.
I should have looked up Boris before I co-signed with him.
This whole story ESPN wrote was based off of what Boris Becker said. No one else said anything.
You know, I'm going to practice what I preach, and I'm not looking at the chat because of all the hate I can feel from it.
I'm sure you
so
can.
I can't handle the hate. I'm not going to look. Not going to look.
All right, but I will say, you continue to put yourself in these environments that aren't healthy for you, my friend.
One other thing,
sure.
While we're on it, and we're going to kill the rest of the half hour with this.
Well. I got other stuff.
Well, we'll get it. We'll get it later. While we're at it, I believe, and if there's an actual, psychiatrist out there or a therapist who wants to, fact check me or write in, let me know. But I believe, without being in an MD myself, so I'm going to make.
We got
sure
your disclaimer.
Right. Okay.
There you go.
I believe that there are certain instances where they do try to help cure you from certain behaviors by almost forcing you to do the behavior so that you finally realize that it isn't that big of a deal.
Okay,
so
I understand that, but I'm not sure where these.
Why don't you get the fact that somebody who doesn't like attention went out and heaped attention on themselves as a way of, doing the behavior to say, hey, it's not that big a deal.
I'm a pretty open human being.
Doesn't sound like it.
But
does not sound like it at
Boris
all.
Becker fan you are over there.
Gosh, I didn't know Boris went to prison.
He was in prison for 2 years.
That was that is a place I should not have put myself in. Right there, Boris Becker being in prison.
This is. I find it kind of weird that you're feeling this.
I'm a little bit. I thought you'd be on easy to convince on this one.
By the way, I knew this was coming when we got the text this morning.
Yeah, because he was already
was ready to roll.
I think that the reason I'm so
the reason
on
you
my
hate
side,
the outfit and that she wore it is
it's ugly.
That's it.
No,
something else deeper.
I do think personally, in my AA mental health life, I am a little bit too much in the way of I am hard on people because that was how I got better.
I agree with that.
And so that's how I got better. And so when people come to me for help, I try to be hard on them because it makes them better. And that's why
made you better.
But that's why they came to me, because I told my story and they said, I think I need that.
Yeah, that's not necessarily what they mean. They enjoyed how you have progressed in the story. Not everybody is going to learn in the same exact way.
Everybody learns in a different way, but people do need strict someone to be strict with them while they're trying to get over some mental health hurdles or get over some alcohol hurdles.
I don't know. Maybe
you're not an alcoholic.
Maybe alcohol. We can compare mental health and alcoholism in the same breath.
It is the same breath.
Wouldn't you think that some alcoholics honestly can never go in a bar again?
Yeah,
and
I'm
that
not one of those.
And that others,
because you've been in one, right?
Yeah,
and then others could walk into a bar and be relaxed about it and just go right on.
Either way,
it's different for different strokes for different
folks.
folks.
Same danger.
I know one guy who is still a bartender after like 10 years of not drinking, and he says it works for him, but he does not recommend it to anyone.
Well, it's funny because you went on with this whole, Cheers is a TV show.
It is,
and then you just pointed out a real life occurrence of
well,
it.
but there was no story about like
baseball. It doesn't matter.
There was no story about
the whole point was that he had a bar.
He didn't drink his.
He was an alcoholic.
His career
bought a
away.
bar.
He wasn't a pro baseball player.
That is irrelevant.
Totally irrelevant. You know
Can I
it.
go home now?
You really probably should.
Chris, should I bring up what you said earlier just to get the pressure off of me?
Get the pressure off of you.
We need to finish the other two at some point.
Never.
Oh, we're finishing him.
It's over.
We may end up talking about this for another 2 hours. So
Skraby, you are funny, man.
I want you to read all your chat stuff in the break.
No, remember, I'm not putting myself in bad spots. I'm not putting myself in a bad spot. You know, I hate being all on my own little island, but I feel like I'm on my island a lot.
Good for you to stick with your beliefs. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
We're coming back. We got 2 hours to go.
What are we doing, guys?
I'm going to see the museum for the first time ever. It's going to be sweet. See my dad's plaque. See where Trevor's plaque is going to be. It's going to be pretty dope.
Chris,
I'm going to go to the Hall of Fame for the second time because I went earlier today, but I'm going in to see Tony go into the Hall of Fame. So all the way straight and back left.
Straight back left.
Straight on that back wall.
This one?
Yeah.
How you feeling, Tony?
I don't know how I'm feeling right now, honestly.
Excited?
I'm definitely excited. Hello, Eric. How you doing? Pretty good.
Wow. Just like I told you, next to the famous Barney Dreyfus and Leslie Wilkinson, whoever they are.
That does look like them.
I know. It's a good shot. They don't do them all that great. That one's good. Really good.
I missed a year. 300. Must have been bad. Huh? I used to be. Not anymore, though.
Oh, it's so cool. What team did you play on?
I can give you a long list of them. Brewers, Padres, Dodgers, Phillies, Nationals.
What position did you play?
I played outfield. This was my dad.
There.
Oh, there's Dick Williams, Goose. I think he'd be pretty happy with his company over here. So.
What are you thinking of seeing it for the first time?
I'm thinking
I'm hot. I'm quite warm right now, but it's cool. I mean, it's what I thought it was going to be. I mean, not too many people can say they have a dad that's enshrined in this place, so I think this is awesome.
What are we doing, guys?
I'm going to see the museum for the first time ever. It's going to be sweet. See my dad's plaque. See where Trevor's plaque is going to be. It's going to be pretty dope.
Chris,
I'm going to go to the Hall of Fame for the second time because I went earlier today, but I'm going in to see Tony go into the Hall of Fame. So all the way straight and back left.
Straight back left.
Straight on that back wall.
This one?
Yeah.
How you feeling, Tony?
I don't know how I'm feeling right now, honestly.
Excited?
I'm definitely excited. Hello, Eric. How you doing? Pretty good.
Wow. Just like I told you, next to the famous Barney Dreyfus and Leslie Wilkinson, whoever they are.
That does look like them.
I know. It's a good shot. They don't do them all that great. That one's good. Really good.
I missed a year. 300. Must have been bad. Huh? I used to be. Not anymore, though.
Oh, it's so cool. What team did you play on?
I can give you a long list of them. Brewers, Padres, Dodgers, Phillies, Nationals.
What position did you play?
I played outfield. This was my dad.
There.
There's Dick Williams, Goose. I think he'd be pretty happy with his company over there. So.
What are you thinking to see it for the first time?
I'm thinking
I'm hot. I'm quite warm right now, but it's cool. I mean, it's what I thought it was gonna be. I mean, not too many people can say they have a dad that's enshrined in this place. So I think this is awesome.
What are we doing, guys?
I'm going to see the museum for the first time ever. It's gonna be sweet. See my dad's plaque. See where Trevor's plaque is going to be. It's gonna be pretty dope.
Chris,
I'm going to go to the Hall of Fame for the second time because I went earlier today, but I'm going in to see Tony go into the Hall of Fame. So all the way straight and back left.
Straight back left.
Straight on that back wall.
This one?
Yeah.
How you feeling, Tony?
I don't know how I'm feeling right now, honestly.
Excited?
I'm definitely excited. Hello, Eric. How you doing? Pretty good. Wow.
Just like I told you, next to the famous.
You got a random text?
I did. If you just texted me, I don't have your number in my phone. Please let me know.
Sigmund Freud, I believe, texted you and said, work on your psychiatric studies. 401, Gwynn and Chris, 97.3 The Fan. We may have a bonus sports court later in the show. We have some time, I think, in the 5 o'clock hour. But from the Bill House Studios, where we know how, it is coming up on time for Chris versus the Fans and a little trivia contest we like to play every single day here. And somebody always winds up winning it. And whoever wins it, at least this month, gets qualified for a shot at the grand prize. 2 tickets to see New Kids.
No.
Up, old.
No.
Copy.
No. This is a Matt mistake.
Oh, what a Matt
You know,
mistake,
that doesn't happen too often, does it, Tony? Matt mistake?
Not at all.
Yeah,
This
it's a
guy's
rarity.
flawless usually.
I will let Matt
forgot.
read the prize then. Since
He's
I
got to wait for it to download first.
You will be qualified for a chance to win our grand prize. 2 tickets to Sammy Hagar at Dolby Live at Park MGM, a 2-night
Sammy.
stay at Park MGM Las Vegas, and a $100 gas card. Sammy Hagar returns to Las Vegas with his Best of All Worlds Las Vegas residency. Get ready to rock with your favorite hits from the Van Halen years, Sammy solo hits, and more. Only in Las Vegas this March 11th through the 21st and September 18th through the 26th at Dolby Live at Park MGM. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. You guys ready to get into it?
Word up.
All right, here we go.
If you had one shot, one opportunity to take down the human almanac himself,
howdy do.
Now is your time.
Listen to me, this guy is dangerous.
Now is your opportunity to win a prize.
Well, I hope you know what you're in for.
Chris versus the Fans starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
I know who texted me now.
You figured it out?
Yes.
Did they text you to let you know, or did you
Yes,
just
they
figure it
did. I guess I never saved their name in the phone, but now I know. Now I know. So
Before
there
you
we
go into the question, Skraby, have you gone to McDonald's yet? And to get honked at so that you could buy somebody's food and then steal it from them.
yeah.
No. I am so looking forward to you trying that.
Wait, so it's the person
It's the person behind you honks at you because they're mad because you're going a little too slow. So you buy their food as a way of
But you know what has to
killing them with
happen in order
kindness.
for that to work?
Yeah.
Is they got to be operating from 2 windows, right?
There's got to be the
There's
2
gotta
window
be,
system.
If it's the 1 window, it doesn't
you can't
work.
do it. No, only the 2 window system. You got to go to the second window where you pick up your food, and that's where you hand them both receipts and take the other person's food.
That's the thing is you don't have to. It's just like actually, I told the last lady that I was buying. I'm taking their food.
I'm taking their food.
That would feel really
That's
good.
really good because not only that, they can't get like the food has been taken at that
Not
point.
only, well, they're stuck. They have to go all the way around
Yeah,
again
that's
because they
what I'm
haven't even
saying.
ordered yet.
They got to do it again.
They've now not ordered. The old man won that by a
That's
mile.
diabolical.
I told my wife the story of the day. She didn't. Nah, I didn't. That's not nice. I'm like, that's the whole point. It was
That's the whole point.
It may
Yeah,
not be
sometimes-
nice, but it is funny.
Sometimes we don't. Sometimes there's a disconnect.
All right. The rules: you have to make it through 3 questions. Each question will get more difficult. If you get the question right, you move on. If you get it wrong and Chris gets it right, you are eliminated. But if Chris gets it wrong, then you move on to the next question or you win. If you're a first-time player, let me know before you get into it, and you'll get that question for free today. All
Word
right.
up.
Let's go to our first contestant, Gabe.
We shall. Gabe, welcome to the show. How are you? Gabe.
Gabe.
You there, Gabe?
Oh, are you talking to me?
I am
Is your
indeed.
name Gabe?
Oh, wow.
You're on.
Hey.
You made it, Gabe.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm a psychologist. I was just calling in.
Oh,
he's a psychologist.
Okay, hold on, Gabe. Okay, yes. Okay, go ahead, Gabe.
Real quick, did they use that treatment at all or not?
I'm a psychologist with the VA. It is called prolonged exposure therapy for PTSD and anxiety. But I'm a first-time player.
Oh, he wants to play too.
Yes.
Okay, good for
Get
you.
the best
Gabe.
of both words.
Let me ask this.
Good for you, Gabe.
Is my opinion on the matter wrong?
Oh, brother.
No, you're both right.
Okay.
Sometimes
Both right.
as a therapist, you need a stern Zen master. So that too.
Okay.
People need to be held accountable.
All right.
Thank you. I
All
feel a little bit better.
Well, since we have a first-time player, let's get to question number 2.
Yes.
Good luck, Gabe.
Gabe's our resident psychologist now.
Yes, you always get to call in now, Gabe, when we ever need somebody.
Here we go, Gabe. Who had the highest batting average in baseball last year?
Ooh.
Well, it certainly wasn't Louis Sorry.
Did he get a shot into my guy Arise there?
Yes, he did.
Goodness, leave old Luis out of it.
If you have an answer, you can say that, or you could pass.
I'm gonna pass. Dang it.
Stay
Gonna
there again.
pass.
It's a
He's
tough-
gonna-
This is
He's
tough.
got- this is not easy.
It's not, but I think Aaron Judge was way out in front of everybody last year. I don't think it was anyone in the National League because we didn't hardly had anybody over 300.
Yeah.
The National League. I think Judge was the man.
Nico
He
Harder
doesn't
was the
seem
highest.
like a great average hitter, but
Gabe, thank you for calling in.
Thanks, though, Gabe.
If we
Good
need
having you
psychology
on.
stuff, please
Yeah.
call anytime.
Yeah, check in with us from time to time.
Because
Because you know what? Even if we don't have a subject where we need your services, Gabe, just in general, we need your services around here from time to time.
Skraby
As
specifically.
Crazy as yes, Skraby specifically.
I missed it. Sorry, I missed it.
That's
I
all
was
good.
paying attention to
It's
something else.
Just showing you some love, my man. Don't you worry about it. All right, let's get to our next contestant.
Nate said that Gabe was gaslighting. That's what caught my attention over there. A psychologist gaslighting. That's our resident Patriots fan. So I'm a little I'm a little like sensitive to Nate's comments today because he's the one who has just been, I've been giving the Patriots the business all year. And now he has
He's
the
got
upper hand.
Good. I'm glad he's using the hammer as much as he possibly
He
can.
is.
You've been so hard on the Patriots this year and Mike Vrabel that even I have almost started to root for the
For real.
Patriots against you.
For
And
real.
that's
I
saying something,
cannot
'cause
stand
I
the
hate
Patriots.
them.
But you have made me
You have made me almost start rooting for them.
100%.
All right. Well, I'm glad I can do things like
Yeah,
this.
right.
Let's get our next contestant.
Yes, that would be good. Let's go to Joey. Joey.
Hey,
What's
Joe.
going on, guys?
How are you, Joey?
Oh my
hello,
goodness.
hello. Wait.
You okay?
Me?
Yep.
Yeah,
all right,
I'm
here we
good.
go.
All
Here we
right.
go. Question number 1. Where is the AAA team for the Padres?
Fair.
San Antonio?
San
El Paso.
Oh, it changed.
Ah,
You
you
got it
got
in. Got it in time. Very good, Joey.
Question number 2.
San Antonio. What is their name, by the way? The San Antonio. Oh no, El
That's El
Paso's the
Paso,
Chihuahua.
the Missions.
San Antonio's the Missions.
Missions.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, question.
Very good.
Which female athlete launched the Women's Sports Foundation in 2024? That's a tough one.
Women's Sports
I'm gonna
Foundation.
pass.
It's going to pass. Put it in the hands of Mr. Ello.
Yeah,
Wait, that's a question number 3, Tony.
I can't read. I'm sorry, fellas. Here we
Well,
go.
it's going as a 2 now. What are you going to do?
That's a hard question.
We can ask the question. I just don't have. We got plenty of number 3s. We never get there.
That's
So
fine.
we'll
I was going to
change-
say Billie Jean King, but I don't think she did it last year. So
we're going to change the question.
Change it up. Joey, we get a new number 2. Here we go.
The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp are the AAA affiliate for what major league team?
Jumbo Shrimp.
Let's go Boston Red Sox.
Ooh,
Okay.
Sox, he says.
I see you're thinking there.
Stay there.
Well, my thinking is that the Jumbo Shrimp would be aligned with the Marlins, so I'm going to go with the Marlins.
That is the correct thinking.
Oh, sorry, Joey.
It's a part of this, the water family.
The fish thing.
I mean, there's a
Jumbo
Ray.
Shrimp, Marlins.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could have
okay,
guessed
good
them,
pick.
but Marlins came into my mind
Is
first.
there any other
Shrimp and Marlins are not the
aquatic
same thing.
animals in Major League Baseball?
Is a
Marlins.
mariner and aquatic something?
Nah.
Yeah, they are. They're
Well, I mean,
seamen.
Mariner.
Yeah, but I don't know if you equate.
I think
it with-
Jumbo Shrimp was closest
Yeah,
to
to Marlins,
Marlins.
for sure.
Anyway, sorry, Joey. I lucked out on that one.
Who's the next one?
Happens.
Let's go
contestant.
to Scott. Hello, Scott.
Hey guys, it's Scott and Curran.
Oh, Scott Curran. Oh, yes,
All right,
yes,
all right,
yes.
we
Hello,
got a,
hello.
We got a duo.
Here we go.
Father-son duo, I believe.
First question. What men's college basketball team currently sits at number 1?
Number uno.
Arizona Wildcats undefeated.
Cats.
Wow.
Man, he was on that.
Cats.
Question number 2.
I think you say bear down, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
I think
bear
they
down.
do
That
say
used to be
bear
on
down,
their
that's right.
field. I think I don't think it still is.
I don't
but
think
it's
it is
always
either.
been their saying.
Who had the most RBIs in baseball last year?
Most RBIs. We already did the best hitting.
What do you think? Do you want to pass? Huh? 2 people?
Don't pass.
Why? It's
You can pass. I'm joking. I'm giving you a hard time.
We're going to pass? Oh, did we get a hang up? Scott, you
yeah,
still-
we'll pass.
Okay, you'll
They're passing.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't. If it sounded like what I thought you were going to say.
Aaron Judge?
Wow.
It wasn't Aaron Judge?
It was
It's
Schwarber. I
Schwarber.
heard
It
you start to
was?
say it, and I was like, go ahead.
Oh, Schwarber
I
had
think
more.
he had
huh?
132.
That's a
How
lot
many
of
did
RBI.
Judge have? Anyway, not enough, evidently.
I don't know.
Skraby doesn't want to look.
He's right, he's scared.
Let me go look.
Good for you. Who we got? Greg.
No, we
No.
don't have Greg.
Scott and Curran.
Scott and Curran.
Well, Greg's line is blinking. I'm having a problem.
RB,
Go ahead.
Aaron Judge at 114.
All right, here we
Really?
go. Question number 3.
132 for Schwartz.
What tournament was Tiger Woods' first career win in 1996? Name of the tournament.
The Shriners in Las Vegas.
Wow, I didn't even get the full question out.
Is that right?
It's now the Shriners.
Well,
but
then
yes, it
give
is
it
right.
to
But
him. My
he said the
goodness.
city.
He said
So
the city, right? It
Wow.
was or the city it was played in.
That's incredible.
Whoa,
It was the Las
1996.
Vegas Invitational.
That's 30 years ago. You were on that, Scott.
Stay there, Scott.
Nice job.
nice work,
job.
gentlemen.
Either Scott got that or his less than 30-year-old son told him the answer. I doubt his son came up with that one. I would not have got that, Scrape.
That was good work.
Good job, Scott. You're the champ today. The champ is here.
Scott, hang
double
on.
chips here.
Scott, hang on the line, and Skraby will get you when we return or when we go to break. On the other side, more Gwynn and Chris. Let's check some traffic.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is sponsored by Covered California. A couple of
Is it me? It is me. 4:20 on the clock. Tony Gwynn Jr. Oh, that's because I took us to break. I shouldn't have taken us to break, so it kind of threw us off there.
No worries.
How dare you?
We can adjust.
Yes, we can. Indeed, Skraby is. I don't know. You feeling all right, man?
Now we have to look out for you, and rather than never mind Naomi Osaka. She's well adjusted compared to you.
I'm
You okay,
fine.
man?
I am fine. I mean, I'm not, as you guys all know, I'm not a mean-spirited person. I'm not someone who's going to publicly make fun of someone with mental health issues. I understand that my opinion is not what other people think, but as people have said, there's no right or wrong answer, and then they tell me my answer's wrong. So I don't understand that part of it.
Your answer's wrong,
Tony
buddy.
said something in the break that I think is kind of deep and actually somewhat correct. I didn't think about it this way, but Tony said,
What did I say?
in a way,
Oh.
you may have been protecting her. And that's sort of true.
In your mind, you might
Yeah.
feel what you're saying is that she shouldn't put herself.
We're talking
out
about
there.
Naomi Osaka.
She put
her
her,
entrance.
she shouldn't put herself out there because
I've seen the past.
She didn't handle it before.
I don't want
it well
someone
before.
to. I don't want someone to be in a position where it's going to put them back into the place. And I know I don't know her.
I think just so we can button this up because I don't think we need to keep going on this.
Well, Chris want to talk about it for the next 2 hours. So
But what I think I'm trying to convince you of is that both these could be true. She could have struggled at one point and now be years later be in a better spot to endure whatever's coming her way. If indeed she does in I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, kind of reverts back to the mental thing. By the way, if I recall correctly, it was her play, how she handled it was kind of all encompassing. Then you may have a legitimate point. But if we don't hear from her again from that standpoint, then I think it kind of shows you the growth that she's.
I think your
probably had.
argument is perfect if she comes out and says, why are people, giving me so
Right.
much attention? Leave me alone.
Right.
Then you can go off on her for her decision to
I
wear
will
that
not.
outfit.
I will not.
Oh,
because I don't pile on to people.
Can I pile on to somebody then since you
Is it
won't do
me?
it? No.
Okay.
I want to pile on to the Atlanta Falcons. I'm so
Oh,
tired.
wait, no.
Oh, is that in the thing
that's
too?
The big vibe.
I have asked you to read ahead.
Wait
I'm
a
sorry,
minute.
everybody.
What did you put in there about the Atlanta Falcons?
Kevin Stefanski.
No, that's not what I was going to talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
But I'll save it.
No, go ahead. If it's not what we're doing, in
Falcon
Big Five.
fans can wait. Wait a minute. Falcon fan
Right.
can wait.
I hope
Adam can wait. No, it's not. I'll get to it in a little bit. It's not the biggie. But I just these things bug me.
You have your things like Skraby does that like bug you.
I can't imagine what bothers you about the Falcons.
All right, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Where did the Cleveland Browns finish on offense last year? 31st. I'll tell you the answer. Where were they in yardage? 31st. Where were they in passing? 31st. Rushing, they were pretty damn good at 27th.
Pretty damn.
So wouldn't you, if you're the Falcons, be looking to bring their offensive coordinator in? Of course you would.
Wait, bring the Browns offensive coordinator?
Yes, I know he works with Stefanski, but he's terrible.
Oh, he is with.
I
okay.
don't get it.
When did that happen? Did that come in the package
Apparently,
deal?
the Browns are close to bringing in Tommy Reese is his name. I just don't. To me, there's so many people that are good, and then there's people that are bad. And that's a good thing about sports. There's a record of it. It's not even really an opinion. Matt Eberflus, bad. Dallas Cowboys, hire him, then wonder why they're last, and then fire him. This happens way too much for my liking.
Your logic seems pretty strong.
Seems
there.
sound, right?
Pretty sound.
So if you want to say that Stefanski has just got a bad, raw deal in Cleveland or whatever, and then, he's two-time coach of the year, he must know how to do something right. I'll point out the fact that in his other 4 years, he's like 10-43, but for some reason, nobody cares about that. It's only the 2 times he was coach of the year. But you're going to bring his offensive coordinator in 2?
Yeah, that
I just
doesn't make
don't
any
get
sense.
it.
That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, now grant you, Cleveland should be better in offense.
Oh, I can't wait to ask Adam how he feels about this.
Or Tommy Reese. Tommy Reese ought to be better in offense unless he's stupid enough not to give the ball to Bijan Robinson.
Well,
I understand that players sometimes make coaches look good or bad, but anyway, that's my thing. That's my beef.
Yeah, you're not the only one with a beef with
those things. Bother me
with Stefanski and company. We'll get to that in the Big Five for sure.
Yeah, and then I brought that up to Adam, who is our resident Falcons fan.
And he got
on the
very
station.
sensitive. I heard
Very sensitive.
He likes the Stefanski hire.
I wonder I wonder how
him.
he's going to convince us that this offensive coordinator hire is just as good. That's what
I don't know.
Because he thinks that this is like a big deal. Like,
is Baker Mayfield part of the Big Five? Part of the Stefanski?
Yes,
Okay,
he is.
good.
Yes, he is.
Because I'm on Team Baker.
Oh, I think a lot of people are on Team Baker,
except for Adam Klug.
Adam's not on Team Baker. Well, fine.
Well, it is.
Well,
his
we're giving a
team.
preview of the thing, but when Stefanski, when a guy gives you his heart and his game for 3 years, and they dump you, and your coach can't even give you a nice call on the way out, that's classless. And I think it says a lot about him. I'm sorry I jumped the gun.
That's okay. That's okay. That's just part of it.
I want to kind of jump into this kind of story we've been kind of touching on a little bit out in Santa Clara or wherever their practice facility is.
Are we doing this again with the 49ers?
There's a guy who
the Niners are actually going to look into everything.
They're going to have to
including
move
the substation theory.
Yes,
they're looking into it. Clearly enough, players have drank the Kool-Aid.
Catch people up
and
to
believe
it, Tony, that
is,
don't remember what this was.
A gentleman on Twitter, a
He's
doctor,
loving
or I don't even know if he's a doctor. He's some type of researcher who was a part of a group that did the research about the injuries that the Niners were having, correlating with the substation that is. What is it like? Right down, it's just right next to it. Is
literally look here's a map. Here's the practice facility. Here's the substation.
So it's right next to it. There is a theory, according to this gentleman, I can't remember his name, that substation is leading to a lot of the injuries that the 49ers
And how is that happening again?
Because the electric
spewing
the
electric
electrons
current,
into
right?
the
air
and it messes with your soft tissues and things like that.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Which honestly,
listen, they make it sound like it makes sense.
All right.
So you had a lot
I
of
just got to believe it.
you had a lot of players reaching out to their agents reaching out to the team, and so now the Niners have announced that they
got to
will
look
be looking
into it.
Yeah.
How's John Lynch feeling these days? He's at that facility. Hope he's okay.
Yeah,
I don't think
John's not running around.
Oh, so it only affects your
soft tissue.
okay.
Yeah. So if you're
breathing this stuff in won't cause you to go insane.
Not that we know of.
Well, that wasn't the
look
part
like
of the
you just
theory.
contracted rabies or something. It's just
rabies.
It's just a
nothing leaving you like The Walking Dead or anything like that.
It's certainly nothing like the mushroom cloud of odor that spills out into the air once you flush a toilet in a bathroom. It's nothing along those lines, right, Skraby?
How did this get brought back up?
Because I don't understand how something way down the street is having an effect
It's not
on all
way
these guys.
down the street. You could hop the
your
fence and
next-door
be in the
neighbors.
substation.
All right.
And the guy went through. I can't find his thing right now. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Chase Senior.
Yeah.
He did the victory lap on everything, but he listed all of the injuries through the years for the 49ers, and they have a lot of the most in the NFL type injuries, like Achilles tears, ACL tears, things like that.
All right.
Well, I'll tell you who the guy that probably put this theory out there, not Chase, whoever your guy is. The guy who put this theory out there was the head of the athletic training department at the 49ers, who can't take care of these people and had to come up with an excuse for why so many of his players are injured.
He may not have come up with it, but he certainly is.
He's happy about it now.
He certainly wants
Right?
to
If
be some truth
they
to
come to him now and they go, "Hey, you got to, keep these guys healthy," he goes, "Can't do it. We're next to the substation.
We got to move.
We got to move before
feel
I
like,
help you out here."
With the Padres, we always, get people that tell us that their medical staff isn't very great. I just think it's every team. Fans don't like the medical staff.
I don't totally disagree.
Oh,
medical staff. I will say that I think medical staffs and athletic trainers are the bomb. And anybody who's
I
ever
agree.
worked with a team, which I've been lucky to, and I know Tony's been around, but if you ever worked with a team, these people are the best.
They're awesome, man.
They
I
are
wasn't
the best. And anybody,
disparaging them.
no, I know you're not, but I think people who say, well, I mean, because there's going to be bad outcomes no matter
They
what
can't
the
control it, no matter how
situation,
good
right?
they are. Right.
But these people care about everybody, and they're there. I think they're great. So I'm just throwing that in there to defend them.
You should
All right,
defend them.
Let's get to break. On the other side, we get to Skraby's Big Five.
Stefanski, lovers or haters, prepare. to keep Tony from going home and cut into the Skraby Chronicles today, Scrabe. Because we still got...
What happened?
No, I know we're not going to do it. I just said we might have to.
He just signed you up for more work.
Yeah, I
is
just
that what
signed
you
you up
did?
to stay for an extra hour. No, we never got to finish Sports Court because of the debacle that was the Naomi.
I'm willing to put my
Osaka.
wig back on if we got to
I
finish it up.
got a text message saying, even if I didn't agree with you, I felt like that was a really good conversation. So
It was.
I don't know. I'm not
liked
gonna.
it good.
I want
thought it
might
was a
have to
good
go back to
conversation
2
as
and
well.
3. I wonder what you got in the
Yeah,
work.
Well, Terry Pagula is a much better topic for me personally because
We'll see.
Terry Pagula, the Bills owner, made himself look bad today.
We'll talk about
Maybe
that.
you're not the judge of that. You're just the
Correct.
bailiff.
That's correct.
I hate when he calls me the bailiff, even though it's fake. I hate when I'm reduced to the bailiff.
The bailiff was hot in the first
Would
session.
you like to
we
be the
had.
court reporter?
No,
You want to be an attorney?
I want to be the judge.
You're not.
you're not a
though.
judge,
You
though.
don't wear the wigs.
All right.
It's because we don't have an extra wig.
Anyway, so maybe some more Sports Court. I also, in the 5 o'clock hour, I have what I think is really good news for the Padres.
Oh.
And I think that's been in short supply this offseason.
I think you're correct on that.
But I'm going to share something with the the court out there, the court of public opinion, and I'm just curious if anybody agrees with me. So I'll get to that in the 5 o'clock hour. But right now, without any further ado, Skraby hits us with a big 5.
It's that time of the show when we check on the latest in sports. Only the most important topics and questions are brought to light.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
These news stories will astound and amaze you. The one, the only.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The Big Five starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, I hope Dave Marcus is listening because we got not one, we got 2 UCLA stories in the Big Five today for Dave Marcus. The little, what does he call himself?
The fake Bruin?
Yeah, fake faux Bruin.
Guy
his
went to
account.
San Diego State and cheers on for the Bruins.
That is a little hard to believe.
It's crazy.
There's nobody went to Akron who roots for Kent State.
Right.
Come on, Dave.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It is kind of wild. We are broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how.
Number 5.
Now, we're going to start with Mick Cronin. You guys talked about it a little bit earlier, but Mick Cronin and the UCLA Bruins played Purdue last night. And Mick Cronin was not happy with the scheduling that happened in the Big Ten. So here he is after the game talking about the crazy schedule.
Thank the Big Ten for giving us 5 of our first 7 on the road, bringing Purdue here on Thursday night, where we don't get back in LA till Saturday night, and giving us the team pick to win the league on a 2 days rest after 5 of our first 7 on the road. I want to thank the Big Ten for that. And I want to.
Well, he
just
did.
looks
He got
at
his thank you
everyone.
in. That was very nice of Mick. He's a
Yes.
very pleasant guy.
He does sound
Thanking
pleasant.
everybody out there. Very kind.
Chris,
you didn't hear the Purdue coach thanking the Big Ten for anything?
No, you
But
didn't.
Mick was thanking him.
Chris, is this? I'm gonna ask: is he off base?
Is he out of pocket?
Yeah. Is this sour grapes?
I don't think he's out of pocket, but it's not the Big Ten's fault. And I'm going to just keep going here. If Stanford and Cal want to be in the ACC, if UCLA and USC want to be in the Big Ten, then it's a hang with them. I don't know how else you're supposed to schedule. You play Rutgers, you play Penn State. Those are on the East Coast. There's no other way to make that an easy trip for you based on where you're from. So I don't feel sorry for Mick Cronin, other than the fact that he wasn't the guy who signed the deal. So yeah, I think he's right, but I can't help him here.
Side note: add Geraldo Perdomo to the looking up your nose camera on MLB Network. Tony, what do you think? Is he out of pocket here?
No, he's not out of pocket. But Chris is right. It's not the Big Ten's fault. It's really his institution's fault. They left the Pac-12.
I mean, every team was in the Western time zone, Pacific time zone. It was easy.
When this was just a rumor, we all said, man,
yeah,
that's going to be crazy travel.
It was one thing when they were all just in the Midwest, but you put Rutgers and Penn State and Maryland in, which you're in.
You're traveling the entire
not a lot
from west to east.
Yeah.
And guess what? There are far more teams in the Midwest and East than there are in the West. And so every year, I don't see how you can make a schedule in which you're not playing 5 of 7 at least before you go.
And if you're not playing 5,
that means you're doing this. If you're going back and forth.
Well, his other thing is they're played 5 of their first 7 on the road. But if you don't do that,
that's what I'm saying.
Then you're going to play 5 of your last 7 on the road. At some point, you got to play them.
Even if they break it up, that just means you're flying more miles.
You don't have a choice
across the country. So I get his frustration in it, and this is, coaches. He's not the only one that probably has
about
this.
it last year when they went to Iowa, and then they went to Rutgers, and
maybe this is his way of trying to get them to say, "Hey, can we get up out of this conference?" But they're making way too much.
I'm with you there, but
they're making way too much money being in the Big Ten.
I mean, I should
say they are potentially going to make more.
You can blame the Big Ten a little, but again, it's the league, not the teams. But when Maryland has to come to play USC, it can't be any easier.
No, but they're only coming down. But they're all those other teams are able to do it in 1 week because there's only 2 teams in the West. You
got Washington and Oregon also.
Okay, so it's just like when the Padres will make 2 trips to East to take care of it all, or however many now because we play everybody. But back when it was conference or with a heavy division, you made 2 trips, kind of knocked out the East and that, and it's easier. But that's not the Big Ten's fault.
I thought it was cool that Duke and North Carolina both came out to play Cal and Stanford last week. But you're right, Tony. They now go back and just play teams on the
they won't
East.
have to worry about it.
But Cal and Stanford go back there 9 times.
Right.
All right.
Hang with them.
Hang with him, Mick Cronin. Hang with him.
Plus, great win. I mean, unfortunately for
he
Mick,
couldn't even focus on that. He was so mad.
He didn't probably mean to do this, but he took away from his team's great victory over the 4th-ranked team in the nation. Which nobody's talking about.
That is true. All right, we're going to stop for some traffic, and then we're going to talk about our other UCLA story, if I can speak.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by San Diego Law Firm, fighting for your sexual harassment rights at SDLF.com. What is going on, guys? Way too many accidents here. Got this crash on the Home Avenue off-ramp. Apparently, a vehicle has struck a pedestrian. They may have to shut that ramp down, North 805 Home Avenue. Also, an accident has cleared on southbound side of the 805 near Governor. Watch out for a little residual there. And crash on southbound 5 at the East 8 connector ramp. Couple vehicles in the center divide. One over to the right shoulder. North 5 coastline, just before the racetrack. There is a collision being moved out of the left lane. Westbound Mira Mesa Boulevard, on ramp to northbound 15. There is a collision involving a couple vehicles. Further north on the 15, past Camino del Norte, there's a collision being moved over to the right shoulder. It starts small, the comments, the texts, the pressure at work. When it crosses the line, you need a personal advocate. San Diego Law Firm will help you fight against sexual harassment. Contact them at SDLF.com. That's SDLF.com. I'm Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Number 4.
Oh, that was weird. I came across an opinion in the Daily Bruin. Like, I don't know how this made it to me.
Steve Hartman used to be a staff writer.
Steve Hartman.
Daily
I love
Bruin.
that.
Yeah, I used to mention that
I have
from
no
time to
idea
time.
how this came to my news feed, but it came to my news feed and I thought it was interesting. And the person writing argued that UCLA football needs to move their football team back to the campus. Now they have to go through all that legal stuff with the Rose Bowl and trying to get out of their contract with the Rose Bowl. But here's what the student said. I think
Where
it's
is back to campus?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Here's what the student said. Quote, if UCLA is serious about competing in the Big Ten and reclaiming its athletic identity, the next step should be obvious. Commit to building a donor-funded on-campus stadium at the Drake Stadium site. Now, there is a stadium on campus that's very small. It's like a high school stadium. But it does have land. They could develop a stadium.
Drake Stadium,
on
for those who don't know, is a big track complex.
There you go.
It's wide open, and so they have probably would have some room.
Yes.
You'd have to take out the track and field facility, but yeah, okay.
But it is on campus.
All right,
So,
yes, it is.
Tony, Do the Bruins need to move the stadium to the campus to reclaim their athletic identity?
So many questions. I mean, UCLA has like one of the best track teams in the country.
Yeah, you're gonna wipe that out.
Wiping that out, like where are they gonna go?
I would assume you build it into the stadium.
Let me ask you a question. This might sound kind of crazy, but I don't think it does. How many college football stadiums in today's day and age do you see a track with it?
Around the stadium.
None.
Yeah, so I'm just saying. I don't think you can do that.
Good point.
I think USC used to have that at the Coliseum back in the day.
Back in the day they did.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think getting out of that Rose Bowl thing is going to be pretty tough.
Sticky.
Yeah.
Well, aren't they out already to the SoFi, or did that not going to happen?
I think I think they're either
They're still
trying or their contract ends in a crazy year.
Yeah, they have to stay in the Rose Bowl because they signed a contract to stay.
I don't know. If there's enough space? I don't know. That's a far-fetched idea at this point. Doesn't mean it can't happen. But man, could that area take any more traffic?
Oh
God, I've been over there by Westwood. It's thick.
It's hard to get into Pauley Pavilion enough.
Man.
I think that student might make some sense here, but UCLA had its identity, and first of all, they've never really had a major identity in football.
Right.
They've had, a couple of uprisings, but mostly that city belongs to USC. And when it comes to football, but if UCLA was 11-0, people go to the Rose Bowl.
They would.
And the students would go to the Rose Bowl.
It might actually have.
Everything's a 45-minute drive in LA. Even if you lived on campus, it might take 40 minutes to get there.
Everything would be different. This might be a stronger argument if the team was 11-0 every year, and people were actually coming to the Rose Bowl and being able to maybe list their complaints about it.
One thing that's true, when you see a game at the Rose Bowl now, it looks bad.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
there's no one there.
But they also have 50,000 seats covered with tarps.
Yeah.
That's one thing at Colorado State or whatever. I'm trying to pick on them, but but UCLA.
Hey, stop picking on one of my many schools.
Sorry, I couldn't find one that you didn't go to. But yeah, UCLA football has never really been all that, I must say.
Sorry, Dave Marcus.
I can't really think of a time outside of Deshaun Foster that I grew up, and Maurice Jones-Drew that I grew up actually like.
They had one year
watching.
with Cade McNown where they went down to Miami and they were number 2 in the nation. They could have played for the championship.
Adrian James ran up
and they
all
lost
over
the
him.
game. And before that, you got to go back to like the mid '60s when OJ beat Gary Beeben, and only really old UCLA fans knew who I'm talking about there. So.
I wouldn't use the word beat and OJ in the same sentence.
Number 3.
Baker Mayfield. I'm feeling like I should get in trouble today, apparently. Baker Mayfield and Kevin Stefanski had a rough departure from each other when Baker was let go by the Browns. Well, Kevin Stefanski is now in division after becoming the head coach of the Falcons, and they're going to see each other 2 times a year. Baker saw a tweet praising Stefanski and criticizing Mayfield.
Must have been from Adam Klug. Was it from Adam?
It was not from
No,
Adam.
okay.
The tweet was not from Adam.
The tweet was really unfair, and I don't know who wrote it. It was a writer, I think, who wrote it.
It was a pro Stefanski piece for sure.
Yeah.
They were saying that after all the quarterbacks he went through and the debacle of Deshaun Watson
Well,
and Baker Mayfield.
The tweet said straight up that Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson were failures. I don't know that you can put Baker in the same group as Watson. Baker took Cleveland to the playoffs.
Yeah, he did.
I did like that Baker called him pal in the tweet back because you only call someone pal when you're angry.
Yeah, he said, hey,
He was like, I don't know about that, pal.
Yeah.
But then he went on to say, quote, still waiting on a text/call from him after I got shipped off like a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you twice a year, coach. And
I can't wait.
I love this.
Chris, you're up first. Is this real beef or manufactured beef? And I say manufactured because Baker's trying to find some sort of chip on his shoulder.
See no reason to manufacture here. But Baker's a competitor, and this is a mistake by Stefanski. You need to call your quarterback who just gave you 2 or 3 years and say, hey, good luck, man. Appreciate you. See you down the road. And the fact he didn't, that's going to stay with Baker Mayfield, and it would stay with a lot of guys. So I don't think this is manufactured.
Tony, manufactured?
Not manufactured, Skrabe.
Okay.
He is Baker. First of all, Baker doesn't need to manufacture anything.
Yeah, he gets pretty geeked up anyway.
Yeah, he's already, if he feels slighted by you, you're already on the list. I'm sure this text really, or this tweet had nothing to do with his feelings about Stefanski. It just gave him an outlet to finally.
You think my book is heavy of people I don't like? I think Baker's
got
one of those too.
Oh, Baker's definitely got a book. It's thick too.
It is.
It is. And you know he's gonna. You just know he's gonna play out of his mind in those games against Atlanta.
Sorry, Adam, but you're and with Tommy Reese running the offense, you're not going to be getting much yardage. So,
Tommy Reese,
good luck.
All right, here's what the original tweet said. Falcons' Kevin Stefanski had a dumpster fire at quarterback in Cleveland. Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson failed, which started a chain reaction to 11 other starters. Quarterback Shedeur Sanders closed out last season with 7 starts. Baker Mayfield said, "Failed is quite a reach, pal," which I loved.
Yeah.
How do you get?
Yeah,
okay, how did they fail though? Who is responsible for part of the failure?
The head coach.
The ding, 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 ding.
The head coach, the guy who makes all the calls and makes all the decisions. All right, here we go.
Number 2.
Andrew Marchand. Do you know who he is? He is a writer for The Athletic. He does like broadcaster stuff. And apparently he doesn't like what he's hearing from Tony Romo and Jim Nantz. He said that Romo has become disassociated during broadcasts.
Oh.
Here's what Andrew Marchand had to say.
Here's the thing about it with CBS. I have too much respect for CBS Sports President David Burson and his team, their producer Jim Rickoff.
Because they're my sources when I need a story.
Say that they don't know that there's an issue with Nance and Romo. I mean, you look at the history. A few years back, Sean McManus was the chairman of CBS Sports. He went down to see Romo to try to get him to improve. Since then, they had the awful Super Bowl call at the end of the game where Romo talked way too much at the end on the overtime win for the Chiefs. Then last year, Nance messed up.
All right, I don't really need to go and list all the different
I got so
Tony
many
Romo.
questions. Like, is this like a thing, or like people like?
Why have I
X
heard
about
nobody
this?
complaining
Right.
about this?
I have noticed a slight change, but
Okay,
it's not
no,
bad.
I'm not talking about you noticing. I'm saying, is this something that's being talked about? Because
Who's been bothered by Romo?
I don't
Other than
see
the
it.
people who didn't like him at the beginning. There's always going to be people who don't like people.
like usually something like this happens, somebody's not doing well, you kind of it kind of leaks out.
We'll answer more on the
I
other
only have
side.
one thing to say, and
What?
then we can move on.
What?
I don't know, Andrew.
I don't know, Andrew. I guess I can't fit this one in. The number one, actually, I think you guys will appreciate it because there's something happened in the NFL stadium world that I don't know I like. And we'll
I
talk
don't
about
know.
it. I don't know if I like it. Next. I actually got in trouble once when I worked at the bank for looking up a celebrity, and it was totally wrong on my part. Totally wrong.
Looking up their account number?
Just I searched her name in the account system, and
Skraby, what is wrong with you?
I was like 19.
You'd be better off.
Cool.
You would be better. You'd be better off admitting that you wore your underwear inside out. Frankly,
This guy is just searching up people's accounts.
It only happened that one time because I got caught.
How did you get caught?
The account was flagged, and anybody taking a look at it gets logged. And so I got called into the boss's office like 3 days
What
later.
did that come? I'm sorry, I gotta ask, but nobody's supposed to be doing this preview. What did that conversation? How did it go?
Well,
like,
why were you looking up Paris Hilton? Is that who it was?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh my!
I can neither confirm. That's really funny, Chris, that you just yelled out that name out of all names.
No.
But I walked in. I got called into the office, and I sat down.
gosh.
And all my boss, I loved her. She was great. Her name was Sharon. Amazing boss. She just slid the piece of paper in front of me.
You knew.
Said, "Did you visit this account?" And I looked. Yeah. She was like, "We're gonna have to write you up for this, and if you do it again, we're gonna have to fire you." And I said, "I'll never do it again." And I got out of there as soon as possible. I took everything, but it was not good. Not good.
Just curiosity, huh? He's like, I wonder how much they have in their account.
Yeah. I mean, before I got caught, I did look up athletes. And,
oh my God! I'm so glad you're sitting in this seat now.
Yes, I'm so happy you're not doing any job that can be dangerous to people's futures.
This was in the first year that I was there. I learned my lesson
As
thoroughly.
Chris, as I said, as soon as they walked in, there was like,
yeah,
that's our guy right there.
That's our window.
We're gonna take him down.
Yep.
Just lucky I didn't get caught for like. I can't even say. I'll tell you guys off break whose account I saw and how much money they had sitting in their checking account.
And this was how long ago, too, by the way?
2009, 10. Way before I became a good person.
Didn't Bank America end up getting in trouble, or was that it was one of those banks got in trouble?
All of them get in trouble for selling information, but
I heard folks like you.
I wasn't selling any information. I was just wanting to see what was going on.
Curious.
I didn't check their account activity, which I could have. Been like, oh, they bought this here. I'm gonna go up there. You know, I'm not that creepy.
Well, that's stock.
Oh yeah, you're not that bad.
Not that creepy.
This is amazing, by the way. We're supposed to be doing.
How are we supposed to do baseball picks under these
I don't think we can
circumstances?
anymore. I think we gotta push it. You guys never did it. Well, I mean,
no, Skraby, we didn't. We didn't do
Really? Okay. Like you work at a bank, you're looking at people's account information.
That's
unbelievable.
It only happened for a little bit, and then I got in
Only
trouble.
for a little bit.
I can't stop laughing at this because it is quite hilarious, Skraby.
But you were saying that I may have gotten robbed or whatever. I actually did get robbed when I worked in San Francisco, and they're called quick change artists.
How long did you work in the banking industry?
8 years. I was a teller supervisor when I finished. I was also the merchant teller, which took in around $150,000 in cash a day. Guess what? Always balanced at the end of the day.
Yeah, I bet.
But there was a guy who walked in. He had about $5,000 in hundreds, and he handed it to me. He said, "Can I get 50s for these?" And I said, you know, it's pretty annoying that he wants
$5,000 in hundreds.
In hundreds, and he wanted $5,000 in 50s. He just wanted 50s instead of hundreds. So I had to go get it from the vault. I come back. I'm starting to count it out, and then he's like starting to ask me questions as I'm counting it out.
He's trying to
and then
what did I tell you, Chris? This is what I'm talking
Hey,
about.
That window right there.
Hey, this guy was so good that no one saw it coming. But so when I started getting mad at him because I counted out the 50s, he goes, "What are you doing?" I asked for 20s. And I'm like, what? You did not ask for 20s. You asked for 50s, bro. Yeah. I had to go to the vault to get those 50s. And as I was getting all mad and talking to my boss, he took the cash off the counter and put it into this folder that he had on the thing that
the original 5,000 in hundreds.
Yeah, well, he kept going like that, and then I was so mad, I just grabbed it and I threw it in my drawer. And then he was like, "You know what? I'm out of here." And he walked out. And then at the end of the day, $3,000.
He got an extra 3 on you.
$3,000. Yeah, he got $3,000.
The thing about criminals like that, they can sniff out a mark really.
I'm not a mark.
You are 1,000%.
I was actually the bank's
dog. They got you for 3 extra.
And that's the only time in my 8 years that I ever had anything happen like that.
I'm sure there are people who've been there 8 years that never had 0 taken.
Scrape, I got a 20 here. Can I get 5 5s, please?
I hate you guys.
Let's get to
that was one of the worst moments of my life, but you know what? It taught me a lot. Never trust anyone ever again.
You know what? You definitely have learned because you don't trust very many people.
I don't trust anyone anymore.
You are.
I actually got in trouble once when I worked at the bank.
5 o'clock, finishing up our big 5. We may have to put these wigs on for a little bit of finishing up sports court. Michael Flicks will join us in the 5:30 slot, 5:40 slot. Talk a little high school basketball. We missed him last week, so we got some catching up to do. Skraby.
Yes.
Let's get to it.
All right.
Number 1.
Go.
Oh, this is the final
right
Big
one.
5 thing.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I said.
I messed that up. All right. During a recent interview on 98.5 The Sports Hub, we talked about it yesterday. We heard from it yesterday. Robert Kraft explained why he's against building a dome for the Patriots. Now, I found this out. 18 of the 32 stadiums in the NFL, once a few of them are complete, are
domes.
going to have roofs on them.
roofs.
Now
but
it may not be dome. It
Right.
may be open air, but it has a roof to keep the snow and
SoFi's
rain
not
out.
a dome, but
It's an
got
open
a-
air.
Right.
It's an open air with a roof.
Right.
So he said, Robert Kraft said, I realized that Buffalo had gone to 4 straight Super Bowls the year before we bought the stadium. Made me realize that I never wanted to have a dome, even though they didn't win any of the finals. They won games because the players don't like coming to a cold place like that. How many of those indoor teams in the playoffs want to come here and play outdoors? With the salary cap, you've got to look at every competitive advantage you can. And so he's saying he thinks stadiums outdoors are better for at least the Patriots. But this is a thing, and the Bills are building a stadium opening next year that will have a roof on it. So it's going to change.
So it'll be warm weather games in Buffalo now, or regular weather games in Buffalo. I think that's a huge deal.
No, I think it's outdoors a little bit, but they won't have the snow on the field. They won't have rain falling on the field because they have the roof. But it's like
if you got a
SoFi.
roof, even if it's open ended, not going to be as cold, is it? I mean, I'm not an official
I
weather
mean,
guy here.
if you're preventing snow, it's
got
probably
to.
not going to be as
I mean,
cold.
if I'm the
but
Dolphins, I'm signing up for that in a hurry.
I can tell you this,
Right? They can't win up there.
Milwaukee initially, Miller Park did not have AC or a heater. So whatever the temperature was outside
was the temperature.
even with the dome closed, was the temperature inside. So it would be freezing inside the roof or
Maybe
inside
they
the
get
dome.
that package, the heating and air package when they
Just-
built the stadium.
All I know is it was cold in that bad boy. It was not controlled like Arizona's is.
Oh man, that's brutal. Chris,
yeah.
Or what,
To-
what do you
I
guys
say
think?
all that to say that maybe even if the snow isn't on the ground, it does get cold in there.
Yeah, it definitely does. Chris, any thoughts on this?
Well, I love. Well, this is selfish because I get to sit in San Diego in the living room with a fire on. But I love weather games, and I've always felt that weather games are part of football. Now, that does not mean inhumane games, and I think the
He's
Dolphin
going back.
Chief game was
He's
pretty
never gonna let that
inhumane.
go.
But I love a good weather game, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
I do too.
So I don't want all 32 teams to be domed. I mean, every game would look exactly the same to me. So I hope Robert Kraft holds up here on this one.
I don't know that I would miss it if it decided that it all ended up having domes.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if I'd miss.
I would miss snow games.
I would miss a snow game.
The only
every
reason
once in
I
a while.
know there's other weather out there is because of football. Because in San Diego, we're 70 every day. And then you see it's like 20 degrees in Denver. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
no, it's a reminder of how lucky we are a lot of times.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I see. Listen, if you can maintain that advantage and it doesn't hurt your bottom line, why not? I'm
Not
mad-
hurting their bottom line.
I'm not mad at Robert Kraft.
I'm
for-
not in Foxborough, but the one thing that he ought to look into is finding a way, and he's got enough money to build another couple of roads into that stadium,
Oh,
so
you're
people don't have to
absolutely right.
sit there for 5 hours before and after
You're
every
absolutely
game.
right. It is
Why didn't he do that?
the worst stadium. Dodger
You know?
Stadium's really bad.
Well, Dodger
Patriot-
Stadium has more than one
Yeah,
entrance. at least.
Foxborough is really bad. It took me 4 hours to get out of
Well,
the parking lot.
Everybody
That's
goes
crazy.
through that.
That's crazy. I will say this on Buffalo's side, I'm not mad at them either. They've done the outdoor thing for however long it hasn't proven fruitful.
Well,
So-
they've got the 4 straight Super Bowls. They haven't. No, they've not been to one since.
So
Yeah.
I'm not mad at them.
We'll see.
Yeah. I love the stadiums, like when new stadiums get built, and now they're all being built with roofs.
I felt like the
Ugh.
Dolphins went to 2 Super Bowls. I know it's a long time ago, but they took advantage of the heat and the humidity in Miami, and teams were not prepared for that back then.
No. Oh, I know the Rams certainly went in Chicago and went ahead and got it done.
That's impressive, right? Good
That
for
is
them.
impressive. It's supposed to be freezing.
But I will
in
tell you
Denver.
this: there were some teams in the 70s that the Rams had that were really good that never could beat the Vikings in the tundra of Minnesota back in that time frame.
On Sunday, the forecast has gotten a
Got
lot
better?
better. It was high of like 12. Now it's a high of 30. But
where's this? Denver?
Denver, yeah. On Friday, high of 19. Saturday, high of 14. Now it's a high of 30 on Sunday.
And now they got a nice little
A
warm
warming
front.
trend.
What else would we have? We had something
Well, I
got
got my good news
Oh
with the
yeah, that's right.
Padres.
Let's hear the good news from the Padres.
Here's this kind of
or
just
what you
happened.
perceive as good news.
I
of the
perceive.
Padres.
I hope you do out there too. I just was going through what they have. And I wrote this down after looking at the roster today, kind of taking stock of where we are with the Padres and leaving the Dodgers out of it for a minute. Because I think everybody looks at the Padres and always goes, yeah, but the Dodgers, blah, blah. Okay, well, never mind the Dodgers for the moment. If the Padres don't do another thing between now and opening day, nothing. To me, the starting lineup is Song at first base, Cronenworth, Bogarts, Machado. To me, that's at least 2 all-star players, maybe 2.5 or 3. The outfield is Laureano, Merrill, and Tatis. That's another potential 2 all-stars. Your catcher is Fermin, or, hopefully Camposano can, support that. Sheets is the DH. I don't think anybody has an issue there. Your backups right now, if no one else is signed, Will Wagner, Mason McCoy, Bryce Johnson, maybe Tirso or Nellis. All right, maybe you need a little proof there. But the everyday lineup is not bad, right? Everybody seems to think like we have nothing. I don't know. You've got Tatis, you've got Machado, you've got Laureano, you've got Merrill, you've got Croney, you've got Bogarts. It's not bad. And then the starting rotation is Pavetta, King, Musgrove, and Vasquez, with maybe Sears or maybe Waldron. And then when you get to the bullpen, I'm sorry, but Mason Miller, Jason Adam, Estrada, and Morejon doesn't even include Matsui or Morgan or any other 4 or 5.
Peralta.
Who was the Peralta? But who's the Bragley, Rodriguez?
Bragley.
They've got so many pitchers. All I'm saying is I understand the Dodgers spend money and it breaks your heart every time. Yes, but the Padre team, as it's currently constructed, because everybody says, we got to have this, we got to have that.
That's because it's viewed through the lens of keeping up with the Dodgers.
That's what I think happens, Tony. I think you're like, we got to keep up with them. That Padre team that I just named is not bad. Do you see where I'm going?
Yeah.
I'm trying to, and I don't think I'm trying to talk myself into that. That's a potentially a solid team.
It is a potentially solid team, but they need depth.
Well, everybody wants depth. I mean, even the Dodgers need depth. Did you know who do the Dodgers have on the bench right now? Hyesung Kim, Alex Call, and Dalton Rushing. None of them are going to the Hall of Fame. I mean, nobody's got stars on the bench.
That's where everybody gets caught up, right? Is like you think every team has this perfect team. They're all flawed. I mean, that bench right there is not scaring anybody. They just have
Miguel Rojas, who until he hit the home run in the World Series wasn't making any worry to anybody. All I'm saying is everybody's got the same thing in the depth. I agree with you. I'd love to have some, and I'd love to have a power hitting 40 home run first baseman plugged into the lineup, but that's pretty unlikely. The team the Padres have still is a competitive team. Don't tell me that they're just like, you're going to dismiss this season. But I think what Tony's saying is right. Everyone's looking through the Padres through the lens of what the Dodgers are doing and feeling like the Padres are a failure. So I think you need to take stock of that on the other side and say, hey, we don't have any excuses.
No.
We may have an excuse if we don't finish in first. But we have no excuses, and when it comes to being a playoff contender, this team should be.
Give me the teams that maybe we'll do it on the other side.
Well,
think of the teams that you think have a better roster right now.
Better? Well, in the National League, too hard to do. All I could tell you is that you're going to be competing with the likes of the Cubs and the Brewers and the Phillies and the Braves and the Mets. And maybe the Reds or somebody.
Either way, you're in the mix. You're
in that group.
Right.
Based on doing nothing. And I still think they'll do something because AJ's track record says he'll do something. So don't give up on this club. A little January 21st, I think, is too early to punt on this season.
Don't punt.
That's all.
Aren't you guys proud of me that I haven't freaked out yet this offseason? Sure. I usually freak out every offseason.
Yeah, no,
about something.
Definitely proud of you.
I was proud of you until today and the Naomi Osaka stuff.
I just forgot about it. 3:30
segment, people, if you want to hear it.
skip the break. More with Chris. Here's some traffic on the before we go.
Traffic's at the end of the
traffic
break.
at the end of it.
All right, so here's what happened. I was at the corner, and I'm going to call out the streets because who cares? It was Claremont Mesa Drive and Ruffin Road, which is pretty close to our radio station here.
Yeah.
I had to run over and pick up a little cash from the bank. That was simple, trip before I came into work. And I'm on Ruffin Road, coming up to Claremont Mesa Boulevard.
Ruffin Road can be a little rough sometimes.
Well, they could pave that. It wouldn't hurt. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt if they can't call it paved road. I know that.
Wait, your issue isn't the potholes in the road?
No, that was I'm used to that. So we come up on Claremont Mesa, and we're at the stoplight. I'm in the left-hand turn lane to turn left on Claremont Mesa. I'm the third car back. And there's a 2 left turn lanes. There's 3 cars in line here. And then the going straight is also red. And that is backed up each of the lanes. So that I've got cars on my right. I've got cars on my left. I got 2 in front of me. I got people behind me. No big deal. Light cycles through. And our turn doesn't come.
Oh, no.
So the cross traffic gets to go again. And then the people coming across in our direction, they get to go again. And then for a second time, they skip our turn. Well, that's what I thought. So now...
Actually, you're not going anywhere. You're stuck.
Right, you're stuck.
You're not going anywhere.
And my first thought, of course, as a good scout or, athlete, is to look around. Is there any way out? Can I back up? Can I, I'll do anything. But there is nowhere for me to go.
No.
It happens a third time.
Whoa.
And I'm pretty clear at this point, this light's broken. And I'm starting to think, how are we going to get out of this? Am I going to have to call, the police to come and fix it? No one's going to know it's broken.
911 emergency response.
Yeah.
Where's emergency? Ruffin Road in Claremont. The light is stuck.
The light is stuck. And so this is 5 minutes probably, but you can imagine 5 minutes.
No,
that's a long
That's a
time,
long
right?
time.
Well, when it comes to the 4th time, I finally start just leaning on my horn.
Oh.
I'm trying to get...
What are the people in front of you going to do?
Well, because there was a moment, right, after the traffic comes this way, it paused.
You want them to run the light.
You could at least a couple people could run the light. We could get this going here.
You want them to run the light.
I did.
Break the law.
Well, they had to. Otherwise, we'd still be there. Anyway, so this is going on. So I'm starting leaning on my horn. The lady next to me looks at me like, what the hell are you doing?
Good for her. Good for her.
And good for her. Yeah.
Kidding.
I'm like,
I'm just
ma'am,
kidding.
Are you just clueless? Were you going to sit here the rest of your life?
She has faith that the light's going to turn eventually.
Evidently so. If it had gone again, the guy next to me on this side rolled down his passenger window. That starts to go down. I think he's going to be mad. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure the light's broken. Like, how do you not know this? We've all been sitting here for 6-7 minutes now. The 2 cars at the very front of the left turn lane are not budging. So they apparently are content to sit there for as long as it need be.
They also have faith that the light is going to turn.
But I have no faith.
What gives them that faith?
Yeah, what gave them the faith? I mean, it had cycled through 4 times now. The 5th time, I was going to just have to get out of my car and walk up to that and go, will you please do something? Or get, and if you don't, and I would have,
something.
You know what I would have said? If you don't want to run the light, just get out of my way so I can run the light. I'm not sitting here the rest of the day. And finally, on the 5th time, the first 2 people ran the light, and the next person was able to get you know what I mean? And after a couple more cycles through, I got out of there. But I don't know.
Did the light ever start working?
I don't know. If you're at Claremont Mesa and Ruffin Road, you might still be there. I don't know. This was 45 minutes ago or so.
Wow.
So my question to you is, how differently would you have handled this than I did? And I'll start with you, Tony. Would there have been any difference, or do you know?
I don't know if I would have laid on my horn.
You would have just never laid on it.
I think I might have maybe rolled down the window, see if I could talk to somebody, see what else.
See if anybody else was in on it?
I don't think I would have laid on my horn because, listen, what you're asking is for them to, which may not be easy for everybody, and that is the timing between when because they're waiting for their light to turn.
Yes,
right?
they were
the
waiting
light's
for
not gonna. The light's not going to turn, but that also then requires them to guess the exact kind of when the timing of when they can go. And
you know what? Figure it out.
I think a lot of people wouldn't be comfortable with
running the light,
with
even
running
under
the light.
these circumstances. Well, I think,
not when there's other cars that could actually hit them.
Okay, I think you are right, and the reason I think you're right is because of the 40 to 50 cars that were now piled up in my area behind me and around me. I was the only one honking.
Right, and
then nobody else thought to do this. All right, so here's what happened. I was at the corner, and I'm going to call out the streets because who cares? It was Claremont Mesa Drive and Ruffin Road, which is pretty close to our radio station here.
Yeah.
I had to run over and pick up a little cash from the bank. That was a simple, trip before I came into work. And I'm on Ruffin Road, coming up to Claremont Mesa Boulevard.
Ruffin Road can be a little rough sometimes.
Well, they could pave that. It wouldn't hurt. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt if they should. They can't call it paved road. I know that.
Wait, your issue isn't the potholes in the road?
No, that was I'm used to that. So we come up on Claremont Mesa, and we're at the stoplight. I'm in the left-hand turn lane to turn left on Claremont Mesa. I'm the third car back, and there's 2 left turn lanes. There's 3 cars in line here. Skraby, Gwynn and Chris. Skraby Chronicles at 6.
Put the wigs back on?
Flicks at 5:30.
Sorry?
Can we just do it without putting the wigs back on?
Doesn't want to put some bad boys.
I already put them on once.
He did already put it on
I'm
once.
with it. My head is itching still from that.
But you got a couple of leftover sports court that we didn't get to earlier. Quick update. If there's anything newsworthy today, I like to let everybody know. In case you're just getting in the car here on the way home. What is it? I mean, Michael, Kyle here.
Say there wasn't much.
Skraby just brought this one up. Kyle Tucker said picking the Dodgers was over the Mets was incredibly difficult.
He said it's a big decision.
We all felt sorry for him.
You got to weigh out everything.
Felt sorry for that.
He didn't want none of that East Coast media smoke.
He said Dodgers pedigree made the decision easier.
Sure
I'm sure the $60
How about
million
the Dodgers
didn't hurt.
money made it a little bit easier.
He also gets a suite on road trips, which I think is standard.
That's
By the way,
for
this is an honest thing that has now popped up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that there's enough. These hotels got enough suites for all these stars, dog. I'm just telling you.
Right? How
And
many
it's a real
suites
thing.
you got?
It's a real thing. Like,
Because Manny, Fernando, that's 2. There might be
that's
more.
the Padres. Let's talk about the Dodgers, who's probably getting one. Mookie, Freddie, Blake,
Tucker.
Shohei's sharing a room.
Shohei.
He's sharing it with Dave
He gets a
Roberts.
presidential
Oscar.
Shohei's got a double because he put the suite off into the future.
Tanner Scott.
Yeah, they got a lot of guys that probably.
That's
picked
8
one.
suites you got to
Fair
have at a
enough.
hotel.
Good call.
I
You
mean,
didn't even
you're
get
going to-
Yamamoto or Sasaki.
Somebody's
in there.
going in a different hotel. That's just the way it is.
I know
That is
Mookie
funny.
doesn't stay in the team.
Like you go,
hotel in
I promise you,
Milwaukee.
they go to Cincinnati. At least 5 of those dudes are sleeping in regular rooms.
Somebody has got to do a story on that. I don't know how you'd get to the bottom of it, but that would be a fun story.
There's not enough suites.
Is it true that Shohei has a suite for his dog?
I don't know. I doubt
What?
it.
Just for the dog?
That's what it says on the chat. Let me look this up.
Can we get
I doubt
Alden
it.
working on this? Do you think Alden would be willing to do this for?
He said he's in
just for a
Arizona
little
working on
fun?
a story right now. I don't know what he's
I
working
doubt
on.
it's the sweet story, but that would be funny. Brandon Ayuk's out. John Lynch says no more for him. 49ers. And we're all looking ahead to Aztecs Grand Canyon, 8:00 tonight. All right, let's finish up the sports courts, Greg. Give us the last couple here.
In my quick research, I don't think the dog has its own.
I don't think that would be really silly.
That would be.
Honestly.
If they don't have enough for the 8, you think the dog is going to get one?
I think like suite at the stadium to like watch.
Oh yeah, no, I doubt it.
Okay.
Just sits in there. By
I don't know that they have.
himself.
I don't know that they have enough suites at Dodger Stadium.
That's
Give them
another
the
thing, right? You can only give out so many suites at the game for these
Again,
players.
the dog's name is Decoy, so he's laughing in our faces.
Oh,
every
one more
single
quick
day.
note I just saw here. Chiefs apparently bringing Eric Bieniemy back
I saw
as
they asked
offensive
for permission.
coordinator. That's newsworthy. Okay, go Scrape.
Terry Pagula. He's the Bills owner
and father of tennis player Jessica.
Oh, he's the father. I said grandfather off the air earlier, but I didn't realize he was the father. Okay,
I believe he's the father.
Well,
maybe he's
we
grandfather.
probably
Maybe
should
look
he's
that
up there.
Yeah,
He's
I
in
better
his
look that up.
70s.
Yeah, all right. He's probably grandfather. Go ahead.
Maybe at 50 something. It's not unheard of, but
So they did the post-firing Sean McDermott press conference with Brandon Beane, the GM, and then the owner, Terry Pagula. But here's why Terry Pagula said he got rid of Sean McDermott. It's kind of long. I counted for everybody, cut out 42 seconds of pauses in this thing because he was slow.
This was
the owner.
impromptu.
Kind of.
Okay.
The impromptu part we'll get to, but here it is.
My decision to bring in a new coach was based on the results of our game in Denver. I want to take you in the locker room after that game. I looked around. First thing I noticed was our quarterback with his head down, crying. I looked at all the other players. I looked at their faces and our coaches. I walked over to Josh. He didn't even acknowledge I was there. First thing I said to him, I said, "That was a catch." We all know what I'm talking about. He didn't acknowledge me. He just sat there sobbing. He was listless. He had given everything he had to try to win that game. And looking around, so did all the other players on the team. I saw the pain in Josh's face at his presser, and I felt his pain. I know we can do better, and I know we will get better.
He went on to say that they hit the playoff wall.
Pagula?
Yeah.
He
And
needs-
that's
he
why he
need-
fired him.
He
as
needed
well.
some water.
Yeah, it was very.
Jessica Pagula's parents are Terry and Terry's wife.
How old is she?
Right,
Okay,
come
you were
on
asking
now.
a
I
lot
just
of questions.
Gave you the fact they're her parents. There you go.
Sorry, I need some water. Here's when he interrupted because Brandon Beane, the GM, was promoted somehow. And then this whole thing went weird because Keon Coleman is a wide receiver for the team. He was healthy scratched a few times this year. People say it's not working out with Keon Coleman in the Bills. But Brandon Beane was trying to explain everything, and then Terry Pagula just went right for it.
Yeah, Can I interrupt? I'll address the Keon situation. The coaching staff pushed to draft Keon. I'm not saying Brandon wouldn't have drafted him, but he wasn't his next choice. That was Brandon being a team player and taking advice of his coaching staff, who felt strongly about the player. And, he's taken, for some reason, heat over it and not saying a word about it, but I'm here to tell you the true story.
Thank you. All right. He's 74. His daughter's 31.
Yes. So he says that Brandon Beane did not want to draft Keon Coleman, but the Buffalo Bills put out a documentary. Now the Buffalo Bills fans are searching, and they put out a documentary over the offseason last year. And Brandon Beane says something that leads us to believe that he wanted Keon Coleman. Here's that. Oh, this is not good audio on the air. All right.
Doesn't sound good at all.
It's not good audio.
I'll just
on
take
the
you
air.
at your word, Skraby.
Honestly, I thought that was better audio. But they said, well, what was his 40? He said 4.57. And then Brandon Beane says, oh, it'll help us get him. And so now everybody's like, wait, he wanted him, but he didn't want him. So everybody is very upset that he's throwing Sean McDermott under the bus. Is Terry Pagula, Tony, guilty of trying to ruin his own team?
Trying to ruin his own team.
No, I just think Mr. Pagula is trying to save face on why he was able to keep his GM and fire his head coach. And that's why Buffalo Bill fans are doing the research and investigation that they're doing to find this kind of information, because they can't figure out why you fire the head coach and promote the GM. That's what it boils down to. This excuse for why he fired Sean McDermott, it doesn't have anything to do with anything.
Because Josh Allen was crying?
What? That has nothing
I
to do
also
with...
heard
Hey,
that...
hold up, last thing.
Josh Allen was crying. I'm sure Josh Allen's happy that everybody was aware of that.
I also like
too.
that he said Josh didn't acknowledge me, which tells me a lot.
No, it just listen. He just lost a game in which he was just crying his eyes out. I probably wasn't all there.
Okay.
That being said, it's just bad business too to now try to protect your GM because the fact is that Terry Pegula went out and said this. No one believes it. No one believes that his GM had no say in the matter or just went ahead and went along with what the coaches wanted. I don't think anybody believes that.
Yeah. Chris, what do you got?
I think real quick is I think he reacted harshly and instinctively, much like you might do if you had been the owner of the Bills. You fired your coach, and I think the next day you woke up and went, oops, I messed that up, and now I'm taking crap, and I got to start defending myself. I'll tell you what, the only thing he did say right was that hire a good coach. He better keep winning. Yeah, that was the only thing I agreed with. He better hire a good coach, and he better win right away because the Bills Mafia will turn quickly.
They'll be jumping off of them cars onto that coach, not on the table.
And they have a new stadium, and not everybody in Bills Mafia is even thrilled with that.
There's a clip. Have you guys seen this clip of Keon Coleman signing his first contract with the Bills? I've never seen this, but now Bills
I saw it.
He didn't know how to sign it. He asked the guy, and the guy's like, "You sign it," and he was like, "Do I sign it like my full name, or do I do my autograph?" And the guy's looking at him like, "Whatever you sign your name." Keon Coleman did not understand. I don't know.
Thanks for the info.
Yeah,
Thanks
I
for the
don't
info
know why I need to
it.
throw him under the bus. I've already been mean to Naomi Osaka today.
Thanks, Greg.
That's it. Oh, and we don't have time for the last one.
That wasn't the last one?
No, it was the second. You had two more.
Yeah, I had two more, but we don't have time for those.
Can we just give us a sneak peek what the first one is?
What was it about?
One of them, their 15-year-old wanted to quit a JV football team because they were getting beat up, and all the other players felt the same way. The varsity was beating up on the JV team, and so this person wanted to know whether or not she should encourage her son to quit the team or stick it out because they paid, and they paid the high school. Yeah, you have to pay to play high school football, and the team told this mom.
When did that happen?
When I was a kid.
What'd you pay?
Wow. My parents paid for it, but
what are you paying for? Like equipment?
Yeah, just like bus fees and uniform fees and things like that.
They cash it as a donation.
A donation,
right.
yeah.
So, we didn't have to do that at
but
Beverly
they weren't
Hills.
going to
Beverly
give
Hills
them.
High School.
I know that you guys had
we got limos to the games. Come on, we didn't mess around with that.
We weren't going to. They said that they weren't going to give them the money back, and because it would go into the varsity coffers. That's what it said. It's very confusing.
Yeah, we probably needed some time to sort through that one.
My quick response would be pull your kid out of that program and transfer him somewhere where he feels a little safer and not beat up. Transferring's pretty easy nowadays.
It is very easy nowadays.
So, if there was other people that agreed with him, then there might have been something to it.
Yeah, there is something to it.
They might have just lined the JV kids up and told them to hold one of those bags and just had, the offensive lineman running these kids over all day. They could have, that could have happened.
I mean, I was the punching bag for my high school football team. Remember Kevin O'Connell, head coach of the Vikings, said I was a great scout team player.
He was lying through his teeth.
Let's get Michael Flicks in
I gotta
here
go get
and we'll
him.
find out how much you got to pay.
He is a coach of the year. He knew what he was seeing back then.
I tried to introduce Michael Flicks, but we'll try to do it better when we come back if we can shut Skraby's mic off.
5:37, last segment of the night. We got our biggest fans. Biggest fan, I should say. Dalia Munoz of San Diego. Give us a call within the next 10 minutes, 833-288-0973, and you'll qualify for our grand prize. 20 tickets for you and your friends for a night in our Odyssey Suite at a Padre game with all the fan staff later this season. Catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. Remember to register your name at 973thefan.sd.com/biggest fans. Dalia Munoz, you're on the clock. Tick, tick, tick.
Come on.
All right. It's Wednesday, and we catch up with our good friend Michael Flicks, handling San Diego hoops here on the high school level. Michael, how are you, my friend?
Good to be here. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, next time, Michael, don't rely on Skraby to turn your mic on.
There was a whole thing behind the scenes that didn't happen that I was waiting for it to happen.
Hold your thought. Let's check some traffic. As I was saying before we had to check traffic, Michael Flicks joins us here, San Diego Hoops, high school level. Michael, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. A little tired, but I'm all right.
All right. Well, we missed you last week. Where are we at right now in terms of the teams in San Diego County? Give us the top teams that we are still looking at. Has much changed in the last couple of weeks in terms of who we're looking at?
No, not the order of 1 through 10 and 1 through 20 has changed, but it's pretty much the same teams.
Okay.
Yeah. So my top 10, I've got Santa Fe Christian, Victory Christian Academy at number 2, Francis Parker at number 3, who we're going to talk about in a second. Mission Bay at 5. I'm sorry. Who is that? Oh, I can't see my 4. Mission Bay at 5, La Costa Canyon at 6, San Marcos, Mira
What?
Mesa.
Did Skraby pay you for that La Costa Canyon ranking?
Olympian and Madison rounds out my top 10. Not at all. They're just playing good basketball.
La Costa Canyon, huh?
Mhm.
All right.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about Santa Fe Christian. You had them at number 1. I believe they just suffered their first loss to a San Diego team here recently.
Yes, and it was at home. At home. Francis Parker, who's been playing well all season pretty much. They've had I can't even really call them hiccups. They just lost some games. But they've been playing like arguably the best team in San Diego. So these were what most people consider to be the 2 best teams in San Diego. And Francis Parker winning.
Santa Fe Christian and Francis Parker.
Yes.
All right.
And Francis Parker went into Santa Fe Christian's gym and gave him a 3-point loss.
Wow.
Yeah, they were led in scoring by Kai. He had 18 points. Kai Jones, I'm sorry. He had 18 points and was perfect from the 3-point line. He made all 3 of his threes. Then also 4-star recruit and New Mexico commit Tavid Lee Johnson had 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what was really cool about that, Jake Hall, who played at Carlsbad last year, he's at New Mexico, so they're going to be teammates. And so Jake was at the game.
Jake Hall played pretty good,
Yes,
a little too well, as
he was balling
in that
against
New
State
Mexico
the other day.
Aztec game last week. Yeah.
So so New Mexico might be finding a little connect here in San Diego. It'll be the second guy they're bringing out.
Yeah, it's looking good. I'm happy for them.
Talk about the guy at Santa Fe Christian, Dax, right?
Yes.
I've seen highlights only.
Mm-hmm. He's amazing.
Guy looks incredible, but he doesn't look like he should be getting 40 like all the time. So how does he get all these points? I mean, this guy, he's a great shooter, but he can get to the basket. He absorbs contact. He finishes,
you just explained it. He's just super duper well-rounded. He can do it all. And it's clear that he's in the weight room. Like he never gets into even when the game gets really physical, he never gets into a battle with. He just plays his game. He just plays his game, and then he gets the job done. So,
what's his future? Did we talked about that yet?
I'm not all the way sure. I've heard a couple things. I'm not sure how true it is, or if they want it to be said yet. So, I'll find out and I'll get it for you though.
Yeah, of course you will. I just didn't know if that was out yet.
Helix.
Yes,
they were able to snap Steel Canyon's 25 game winning streak.
And that's a big deal. So the last time Steel Canyon lost a league game was in January of 2023.
Wow.
They've gone undefeated the last 4 years in league and won the last 4 league titles. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that they won't win a league title this year as well.
They just won't be undefeated.
They just won't be undefeated. And so that Helix beat them in their gym as well, 66-59. So shout out to Helix. That's a big win for them.
It's funny when you mention Helix, you mention Steel Canyon. I picture both coaches. And who yells at me more?
Which one yells at you more?
I'd give Steel Canyon guy the nod there, a little more yelling. Helix guy's pretty cool. Although I think he's nice to me. That's what I'm saying. Because he'll say some things, but not as Steel Canyon was a little tougher. Go ahead.
Speaking of Steel Canyon, I'm gonna be at their game today. They play up in Escondido. They play Del Lago Academy. I'll be at that game tonight.
Del Lago Academy. How long has that school been around?
Right. I never even.
You mentioned it, I think, a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
They got a good team, right?
They do. They played for the Division 4 championship last year. They lost, but I mean they made it to the championship game. So they've pretty good, really good program actually. Their head coach Lizardo, he's a friend of mine. He's a really good guy and a really good basketball coach.
He did a good job. I did one of their games last week, and Lizardo was cool.
Mm-hmm.
So thumbs up to Lizardo.
I'm not exactly sure how long they've had a team or how long the school has been in existence.
They got a couple of big kids.
More than 10 years though.
They got a couple of big kids in the post that are tough to handle. Why is Del Lago Academy in Escondido playing Steel Canyon from Rancho San Diego? That's as far away as you can get. That's not a league game, right? Steel Canyon is in league now because they just played Helix. This seems strange to me. I don't ever remember this happening before.
I agree. When I was figuring out when I was figuring out where I was going to be tonight and I saw that game, I was like, that's an intriguing game and I want to see it. But it was also like, why are they
playing each
right
other
now?
Yeah.
Like at this point.
Yeah, I thought once you started league, you just kind of played league, but I guess that's not the case.
They may
anymore.
not have enough teams in their league, so they got to fill out the schedule somehow. But either way, those two teams matching up. You wanted to give a shout out to a specific team.
Yes, Coach Baz over at Mater Dei. He used to be the coach at San Diego High. Won a few CIF championships over there at San Diego High. This is his first year at Mater Dei, and this season's been a little rocky. It's been expected to be a rebuilding year. Actually took a pretty much the down point of their season. They lost to a 3-win team. And that, when that happens at this point in the season, how many games we've played, when a team's only got 3 wins, then you lose to them, it could really, be a shot at the team's morale. But after that game, they bounced back with a 3-game winning streak, and they capped that off with a 68-60 road win over Bonita. And Bonita's really good. They got Jerry Stokes.
I've seen a couple highlights of this young man.
Mm-hmm.
Point guard. He can play.
Yes.
I want to give a shout out to what's the coach at Mater Dei's name?
Baz.
Coach Baz.
Coach Baz.
I want every coach in high school basketball to take after Coach Baz. I've done his games at San Diego. I've done them at Mater Dei. All he does is coach his team. It works. Let him just coach your team.
He doesn't have any extracurriculars.
Love Coach Baz. I don't know him at all. I've never spoken to him, nor has he spoken to me, and that's fine. No, I'm just kidding. I just like the job he does also. And he beat Del Lago Academy in a game I did earlier. So I know Mater Dei is turning things around, even though they had that slump.
Absolutely.
Who are some of the other guys around the league that are starting to bubble up a little bit in San Diego? I mean, we've mentioned the kind of the top guys, Jerry Stokes being one that we haven't really mentioned. Haven't talked a lot about Bonita, but he's coming on pretty strong here.
Speaking of that, Travis Hansley, I believe is how you say his last name. He's a senior guard over at Mission Bay. And but the first game I seen from Mission Bay this year, I forget who they were playing, but it was a home game. And you could tell by how lanky and wiry he is that he could probably get up a little bit. But maybe the first play of the game, he caught a lob, I think with his left hand. Dunked it, slammed it in, and just trotted it back down court. Normally when guys get dunks like that, he just trotted down court oh yeah, I do this in my sleep. And I was like, okay, I got my eye on this dude, and he's been playing some really, really good basketball as of late.
Mission Bay, man, they're a tough, scrappy. They muck it up. They're not gonna let you get out and look pretty. They're gonna make you play that type of basketball, and they thrive in that.
Oh yeah, Marshawn, he runs that press, and he wants his guards to be in the other team's pockets. If you're not,
and they've got guards that are in your pockets, and
Absolutely.
they have guys they have some guys that just launch 3-pointers and they splash 3-pointers. Mission Bay is good. You said you were ranked what, 4th?
Yeah.
3 or 4. I'm not
Mhm.
surprised. I mean, from what I saw with them earlier in the year, they got some guys, and their guard's really good. Travis, the head guy, Hasley. You just mentioned him. He can play. It's interesting to me though, Tony, when I see these guys and then I find out they're going to Division II or Division III, I'm like,
yeah, man,
how good do you have to be Division I? Then
that's the thing.
Because I've seen some Division I guys that I don't think are as good as, say, like this guy from Mission Bay. You know, I don't know where he's going, but it's weird where some of these kids land.
A lot of it's the portals doing. Because a lot of these coaches, when they're recruiting, and they're like, okay, I need a wing that can shoot. They're gonna go get a guy that's already been in college, that understands how to play in college before getting a guy fresh out of high school. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
it has definitely changed the way recruiting is happening at the high school level for sure. A couple other matchups today. It looks like you got a Westview San Marcos matchup. That's number 5 versus number 20. And you got a Rancho Bernardo versus Mission Hills, a little North County action. That's 13 versus 19. Moving forward, how much longer do we have of league before we start to get into CIs? We got another about 3 weeks, huh?
Yeah, about like another 2.5, 3 weeks. Yeah.
Fun.
This season has been very interesting. I think I've mentioned it before in the fact that, I mean, now it's kind of like most people kind of feel like Francis Parker and Santa Fe Christian are the top teams, but it's not a foregone conclusion that they're going to be playing each other for the Open Division Championship. It's been really jumbled up, and it's been like it really
anybody can win it this year. You know what's funny is the last 2 years we've had these conversations. Montgomery was the team. Who was it? Was it Carlsbad? And Carlsbad. Though there was 2 years straight we talked about it. We're not talking about either of those teams this year. Eventually,
I've seen Carlsbad pull off a win or two here, though.
Yeah, no,
both teams
they're
are still
good teams.
Right.
We're just not talking about them in the same breath that we have been talking. And it's just always it's always funny to me how the cycle kind of moves teams in and out, and it's hard to maintain a strong program
Especially
at the
now,
high school level,
especially with transferring.
Yeah.
Here's my thing, Michael. If you can talk to the people who run high school basketball, you have way more pull than me. Something that I know I have to just get used to it, but I've never been a big fan of it. The fact that, like, we have an open division champ, right? Then we have a what? Give me the next level. Division 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then 5A.
Okay, and 5A below that. One league can have Division 2, Division 4, Division 1. I don't get that. Why is Division 1 playing Division 4 in their same league? That just makes no sense to me. I think the teams in the leagues where they belong. I agree. That would be one thing I would try to do.
I think they had to change it, right? They wanted the postseason part to be competitive. So you start trying to put teams, regardless of whether they're Division 1, Division 2, in terms of how good they are. But then the problem is money, right? The travel part. So you also want to keep the leagues relatively close to one another so that you're not having to spend a whole lot of money traveling to go to.
But you haven't reffed enough of these Division 4 versus Division 1 games.
I haven't reffed any of them.
And the score, unfortunately, for both sides is 97-24. That's not good for anybody.
But see, I hear you, and it would make things easier, especially when it comes to playoff seeding. But I like it this way because, like say for example, in Escondido, if Escondido and Orange Glen are never in the same league and they're in the same city, like there's no like inner city rivalries. Like we'll lose all of that. Like Cathedral and Torrey Pines, they still have their rivalry, and there's still a bunch of them around the city because they're down the street from each other, and that started because they were in the same league.
Right.
Even if these teams aren't in the same league, I still think they should be, that inner city stuff should stay.
Yeah, no, the inner cities. I think that when the drop off in talent between one team and another gets a little big is when it becomes a little weird. Mike, we've held up enough of your time, man. As always, appreciate you coming on.
Happy to be here, man. Love
Get some rest.
What time's that Delago game tip off?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. You're going to go an hour and 9 minutes to Escondido.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
But luckily, I live in Escondido, so the drive home is.
But still, you got to get there from here. All right, man.
Nonetheless, Mike, appreciate you, man. We'll talk to you again next week.
Looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Good
no problem.
Stuff. All right.
We finish up here.
I know you can't change it, but it's just a thing to me. It was easier, and I know there's more teams, and I get that the state of California really started it because they had to go to Division 1, Open, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
When did the Open part come? Because it wasn't
in the
an
last
Open
5 or 6 years.
I was in school.
And it used to be when, honestly, I don't know where it was when you played, Tony, but there was 2A and 3A. There was 2 championships in this city, maybe 1A. That was it.
Yeah.
Now there's 12, 14 champions every year.
I think there might have been 4 divisions.
There's a lot of champions now.
But there was no open division. It was just you either got to the Division I playoff.
Michael, get back on there for a second. Answer before you leave. How do you don't you have to declare for the open division, or do you have to qualify? It's a weird thing,
I think
right?
it's the top 8 teams in Division I become the open
automatically
playoff.
Before the season starts.
At least no. But when it's
after
it's
over.
at the end of league play.
Got it. So if you're good enough, you become an open division. You're not just in it.
Correct. There is no actual open division until postseason. That is how I understand it.
So the Division I champion, then the best the Division I champion can be then is the 9th best team in the county.
Yes,
because apparently the first 8 are all playing
in the open division. That's at least that's how it goes in soccer. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, and it makes it tricky for at the end of the season for some teams because Saints, for example, they started off last year with a bunch of their guys still playing football and a couple injuries, and so
they ended up in the Division I, didn't they?
Division I, and
they ran through it,
and they beat Victory exactly. And that honestly, and with all due respect, that should have been Victory Christian's Division I championship last year.
Right,
you know
Saints should have been in the open. Saints should have been in the open.
Should have been in the open, but they
were
didn't
good enough, or they shouldn't have made it. And that's the thing. I know, at least in soccer, everyone in Division I makes the post. Like there's nobody eliminated from it. So, you take the top 8, and then in Division I, it's kind of everybody. That's how my daughter's team, who didn't win a conference game last year, ended up getting to the championship in Division I last year. So it's a very interesting way that it's all put together. But we all get to sit back and enjoy it one way or another. Michael, again, thank you, brother.
My pleasure.
Thanks, Michael. Look out for Michael's whizzing by you on the 15. He's got to get to Escondido. Make way.
I believe Mr. Chronicles is coming up next.
Yes, Mr. Chronicles is coming up next.
You had a nice lengthy stuff to talk about yesterday. You got some more today?
Yeah.
Well, if all else fails, you can always flip the Naomi Osaka match on.
There you go, baby.
I am going to address it.
Enjoy the Chronicles next. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. Have a good night.